And it's kind of hard to really think of anything that could go wrong from there, but maybe you have a different insight on that.
No, I totally agree. It just depends the way you approach the matchup. If you are used to like a playstyle of going guns a blazing, trying to get the hit as soon as possible, I think that Ogre is going to be in a bit of a disadvantage. It really depends, because you need to play at Aigi's pace, because pretty much you are like one hit away from a dead character or an incredible 50-50 Oki. So let's see what's happening.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a big thing. Almost as big as dropping a combo like that. Not quite getting the opening that we're going to be looking for here. Already trying to represent the bullets and throwing out a big Vegito here. I like the navigation from Ogre so far, just trying to throw out a bunch of big buttons until she hits something. Making sure she plays as passive or as aggressive as possible, and that's going to be a good way to start.
Or need them a happy birthday, not looking for them, they got the drop. And now X making the fire, trying to get some damage, not that much, but still it's going to be a 50-50. They're able to block it correctly, but not this time around. They're worse to work, but then the punish. Oh, not looking good for Ogre.
Oh yeah, there it is. And this is what we were talking about regarding the momentum thing. It is so difficult to get out of any kind of situation from Aigis after the fact. So the fact that we were able to, you know, get to this situation where Labris is on the screen and like you're getting mixed is one thing, but if we're going to be getting hit by a low like that, then unfortunately it's not going to make much of a difference because we are already bound to 1.
Oh, level 3 Resonance that she can do stuff, but though when they're up close and personal, 4 bars on deck for Anima, and I think that's it. Of course, with a DHC, that's going to be game 1.
And what a fast game it was. It definitely seemed like Ogre had a good idea of how to go about navigating neutral, but when it came to actually getting to the point where she needed to confirm her hits, I think she dropped it almost every single time. And this is why we say the tournament combo thing, right? It doesn't matter what combo you're doing as long as you're finishing it. This is why I try to tell a lot of beginner players that, hey, you don't really need to do anything crazy as long as you're getting the Ogi that you need off of it, because Ogi is ultimately the most important thing. Obviously, you don't want to do like 2k damage as opposed to 7, but sacrificing a little bit here and there just to make sure you finish the combo is going to be a big thing, and I fully believe that Ogre needs to take that to heart with this next game.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if this time around it changes a bit. Oh, making the fire at the beginning of round 5B, as always doing weird trades. That's always going to be bound to happen. Activate cross combo, but yeah, that's a very tough station to be as Adachi. Even though it's an amazing character to do like active switch kind of stuff, against Ike not that much.
There we go, that's a Sykes classic right there. Walked up with 6B to try to do a mix-up. Unfortunately, tried to do JC from a little too high up, so wasn't quite able to get much from it. The 6B not giving the protection that she was looking for either. Tried to wake up 6B mash. Really not quite able to establish anything on either side here. Using Mandala and Bertrand's DP whipping from that far! Oh
that's
no!
A character right there, 5 bars, but not using the cross combo gouge. It doesn't matter, you have all the damage you want. 4 bars, and that's amazing like victory for Ogre right here. Resonance level 1 for Larry's not that great. They have all the advantage of the world.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to Anima's team, Aigis is absolutely the star player. Not that Anima doesn't have a good Labris to work with, but it definitely feels harder to make a comeback with that character in particular. And if we're going to be getting hit by lows like that, I firmly believe that that's going to continue being the case. I think that's the first time I've ever seen Persona normals fuck someone over. That is hilarious.
Oh, but they cancel it! They cancel the Persona, you guys don't know, but if you do assist while BC is out, it's going to cancel. So that's going to be very detrimental right now for Ogre, and raw 5C killing Ruby, and now they need to be very careful. Right now Adachi has the advantage, but everything can happen.
Okay, not bad so far. Good defense in terms of just sitting it out. Gonna be able to DP on the 5C. I want to say that was supposed to be a push block, but man, there were so many weird interactions that I honestly want to say that went in Ogre's favor more often than not. Like the DP not quite hitting for Anima at the end there while they were doing stagger pressure. But at the same time, the extended hitbox of Labris JB after they connected with the Persona hitting Adachi after, that was definitely frustrating too. If Anima was able to convert into more of a stable knockdown, that would have been pretty bad. But thankfully for Ogre, they were able to clutch it out.
Absolutely. Right now, beginning with JA, amazing, well stuff. trying to maybe get something going on with a BCO setup, but unfortunately for them, 4P is actually able to catch Itachi, and now they're all the way to the corner, and they're going to block this. Okay. Oh, never mind, they burst it. Nice.
Yeah, that was a good choice from Ogedy there, just to try and make sure that she was able to stay in to some regard. I'm a little curious about why she was throw tagging in that particular spot, but it definitely means that she's going to be in a bit more of a disadvantaged Aegis state. Not quite dead, I don't think. This is Green Axe, even if it is unskilled. Yeah, no, you're not doing much with that. Me and a minus on hit?
No! Oh, they're going to get the happy birthday. Yeah, Ruby's dead. Itachi now is in a very disadvantage. Level 2 resistance, no bars, trying to 5C your way in. And of course, that's a smart play. Going to throw. Perhaps not killing yet, since they get lucky of tools, but Red Axe is always a factor.
Yeah, I feel like spending the bar at the end there was definitely not the choice to go about killing. Though I feel like if you're cemented and not getting that to finish, then that's probably not the worst decision. Why are we pressuring with minus frames?
Oh,
Question mark?
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I think like a lot of Itachi players have like this idea that 236C is plus on block. But that's just a rumor created by me. It's not plus on block, so if you try to do that in your pressure, you're probably not going to get that much out of it.
We're spreading propaganda in the big 2-5? That's so fucked up.
It's because sometimes when I do it, it just works. But yeah, don't get that wrong. Never do that like consistently, because as you saw, Anima has like the match of very well studied, and the moment they noticed that after 260 they tried to do like a 5-8 trying to follow the pressure, they were ready with a DP and they followed it up with a tech chase. So yeah, that was a very like misplay.
Yeah, and ultimately misplays are definitely something that are going to happen eventually. We can't all expect to play perfectly, but I definitely think it's important to recognize where you did that in order to not make that mistake again. That being said, I think that, aside from this match just completely imploding, Anima definitely could be improving on a couple things too. The routing, I don't feel is the most airtight. Because you remember in Game 2 where I mentioned that Anima went for a couple enders that didn't allow for them to get any sort of specific OG. I believe that was also the case with Game 3. They weren't really needing to take advantage of it as much, just because Ogedy was putting himself in a position to, get hit by a Labrys 4P, or just generally a bit off in their positioning. But she tried to make up for it in terms of just raw damage output, but unfortunately that's a little bit harder to do. I do believe that Anima should be, how do I put this, a little more consistent when it comes to getting the knockdowns that they need, because unironically, I think that is making a big difference in how easily that they're able to snowball games.
Well, that might be true because, Aegis is one of those characters that with consistent Oki, it's probably one of the most dangerous because of the damage output that, that's the constant danger. So not having like that constant knockdown every time and having like giving your opponent like a window of opportunity is still going to be damaging because the sense of danger is no longer there. There's no sense of 50-50, I need to block it or I'm going to take like 10k, the worst scenario. So yeah, while having, raw damage input is fine, but as long as you can, follow it up, I think that's as well important, just as you said.
Yeah, being able to do proper follow-ups definitely makes a big difference here, and when your life is on the line in tournaments, I think that's the kind of thing you need to keep in mind. We have to play it safer here. We have to consider our positions a little bit better. I think that's going to be the main differentiating factor here. Using our tools in order to make sure that this team that doesn't really cover the neutral that well is going to be able to not quite get the positioning that we want. Like approaching with that JB, definitely a bit riskier than just like sitting back and doing the JB stuff that we typically do. And yeah, comboing into Mandala there, it kind of leaves a bit of a burst point, which you definitely don't want when you don't have assist on the board, but thankfully we're working out.
Okay, this smells like a BC setup right there. No! Run up 5A into active switch. Interesting play. I'm punishing the burst because that burst is so tricky sometimes. Oh, that's unfortunate. Now you're in the corner, and maybe you're going to get like a nothing. That B setup is not safe at all. They tried to 4S an anti-air, and they didn't punish it.
Yeah, no, it just seems like she's kind of unable to really establish any sort of meaningful pressure here, but thankfully with a punish like that, we're going to be able to get the Labrys down to her solo self once again. Regardless of what we're going with, having the health lead like this is definitely going to make a big difference. Bashing GD and hit stun, going to be able to call the 4P and try and make something work here. Trying to punish the 5A, but we're going to be able to spend a lot of meter in order to get this final pickup here. Finally getting something started.
Okay, pulling 4P, trying to maybe make some pressure. Oh, they catch the gun blast with the JC. That was very, very smart. I think with the enough tools, they're going to be able to heal. Yeah, spend all the mirror you can. Red Axe, that's a guaranteed heal. Now it's solo dash heal for Resonance. It's still a very, very threat, especially for a character like Labrys. So they need to be very, very careful.
Yeah, she definitely needs to worry about how she's going to go about moving around the screen. A little too far for the JC to try to make something happen. A nice 5C as well. Going to be able to try and pressure it with this 5v2. Oh, getting a nice throw bait too. Potentially going to be a kill.
Red Axe. No, enough! 10.9. Just very, very close. Oh, but a JB to seal the deal. Oh, that was a very close one.
Yeah, no, Anima clutching that from the brink of defeat there. Ogedy unfortunately going to be moving down to loser's side after the round 1 match. Now, I think we already talked about a lot of what needs to be improved on Ogedy's side. Not necessarily the fact that she doesn't know how to like move around neutral or anything. We did say that she could be improving upon that a little bit, but I definitely feel like the issue was more the fact that she wasn't quite capitalizing on the hits that she was receiving. And as a result, anytime she got any meaningful knockdown, it didn't really lead to anything that got her the game-winning position that she's looking for. And the same can be said about Anima too. There were a lot of points where they weren't quite able to get a good knockdown, and as a result they returned to neutral, and against a team you really don't want to do that with. So it definitely could be improved on both sides. I don't know if you have any different thoughts on it.
No, I kind of agree. Like, I noticed many times, like I, for example, assume that, for example, they did like ACO to 6P. That usually is like a sign of, oh, BCO setup, I'm going to do a 50-50, and you need to block all these mix. Instead of that, they decide to drop the BCO setup potential and go Guns Blazing and do a 5A. Or maybe they drop the pressure and run off Magatsu Mandala or run off Throw. So that's a bit like very, very risky, like high risk, low reward on my opinion. Because in those kinds of scenarios, like Adachi is going to struggle because you have already like used the majority of the resources to get like that hit. And you don't capitalize, you don't have any more like meter gauge, and you don't have no more meter to work with. So at the end, you return to neutral without like any way to defend yourself. And especially like a character like Adachi on point without any like resources, you're going to struggle a bit. So yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, and that's gonna be something that both sides are gonna have to consider on their own time. But for now, we're gonna be moving on to our next match between, I believe that's Orax and
Yes,
Pat
Orax.
Neko. Ah, dude, I forgot that Pat is not able to play their main team. They're forced to play top tiers for the month. That's so stupid.
Oh, no May November it was, right?
Yeah, no, the community over at Church side, shout out to Church, and Pat, of course, they're both pretty important when it comes to running things. No May November is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, and it's awesome. Imagine going from bottom 2 to top 3, bro. Like, come on.
Oh no, this is going to be, that was a classic 6 pin to DP. That's something that also my kind of does, but this time it's Young Elizabeth. This is a very chaotic team. I think it's very Young-sided as all like Elizabeth teams. But this time around they need to face against like one of the easiest teams, Yumi Adachi. But right now, Orax is like putting the best of the match.
Yeah, I mean, once you get a knockdown like this, it's really hard to make anything happen. The extension not quite able to go for the kill, but we are going to be getting a nice knockdown into the throw situation here. And the cross-up on the 5P most likely going to be leading to, I don't know, something. Probably not a death. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure what that was supposed to be, but I mean, it worked out, so...
Oh wow, that was very ambiguous. Like empty load, and with that, Aurochs takes the first game. That was very chaotic. Even though Elizabeth on point is a lackluster character, when it comes to being like anchor, damn, it gives like a full team potential. Like usually Elizabeth teams are very focused on the point character, and it's like a very buff version of the normal character you play. So giving those kind of assists to Jank, it's really putting all your eggs in one basket. And when it works perfectly, as you saw in the corner. They were unable to, escape out of that. So yeah, they need to be very careful. Even though they're playing like an amazing team, Adachumi still needs to have like some room to actually become Gambler.
2000%. And it's kind of interesting because when it comes to any sort of Yang player, there's such a dichotomy between the kinds of them that they exist within the casino. And I firmly believe that Aurochs might be one of the most tactful of all of them. Always looking to have some sort of Ogi setup here, not quite doing anything crazy when it comes to neutral. Probably the most reserved and tame Yang when it comes to pretty much anything, and I think we could fully see that with this kind of gameplay here. Even while Liz is on the board, it's just a lot of trying to not quite force a situation, but wait for their turn, and I firmly believe that's not something you'll see in a lot of players, especially in a game like this.
Right in the corner, it's pretty much Yang's ability. Oh no, the burst was misplaced. And now they need to face against the Django point. Once again, Kenja with a DP, with a 6P, and they just match 5A on Wake Up and decide to end it off with a Hit Riser. Not looking at to return to neutral and get punished by it.
Yeah, Yang's probably one of the best characters at punishing any kind of irregular BZO setup, let's say. And we definitely saw something like that there. Gonna be able to catch the air dash back with the super. A lot of damage on this Yang so far, but the eye burn not quite letting the Yang do what she wants, but a good mash on the 5A gonna be making a big difference here. Solo Liz into the Yumi matchup. Oh my god, wait. Okay, no. We don't have Astral, but we are gonna be forcing into super? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's going to be a good chunk of damage, especially since Elizabeth has 16k. Right now, not looking that great, but they have level 4 resonance. Elizabeth can do some funny stuff when it comes to resonance, but facing against like pretty much Yumi, it's going to be very difficult. Especially right now that they're not right now in awakening state. And especially if you do that kind of stuff.
Wait, no!
Oh no, they weren't able to punish the DP because of the hit of the moment. Now pretty much Yumi is one touch away of losing the match right here. But also Elizabeth is one touch of being in off in the corner. And they got JC. Nice, well done.
Wait, JC?
No, 5. Five. The command graph. It's because you can do JC. It's the same move as you know me.
Good job.
Thank you. It's because it's
yeah.
the same move. One is on the ground, one is on the air. I got confused. I could get fired because of this mistake.
Yeah, we're sending you to the gulag. Don't worry. I'm actually kind of intrigued about how the neutral went during the 1v1 situation there. Because it's pretty obvious that Yumi has a much better situation when it comes to playing neutral into Liz, but it definitely seemed like Aurochs had a very good control over, forcing Pat Neko to play to their pace, and I don't think that's very common. I don't know if it's maybe a matchup and experience, or maybe just not quite comfortable with how to move around the screen when it comes to a character like Liz that could have somebody with a disjoint on it, but I feel like we're already seeing something like that now within this match here.
Yeah, even though it's not a lot of damage, they still have all the tools to run neutral. Going back to the corner, punishing the burst, going back to the dropout Oki, 50-50 with Yang. Yeah, not looking that great right now for Pat Neko. Oh, nice, they messed it up, they did the TP, they were able to return neutral, and let's see what they can do after this.
Yeah, I'm actually super surprised that worked, because that definitely required Aurochs to do something there, but doing nothing is precisely what got Pat Neko hit by that command grab, and already forced into a low situation. I think Pat has gotten hit by every single low so far, and it is definitely unfortunate.
Oh, I think it's going to be enough, yeah. plus DHC, single target super. Yeah, it's a Tadachi against usually Yumi is well on resonance, but when you have a Yumi with no health and being dead, not that much. And with that, Orax takes the game, and that's it.
Oh man, yeah, dude. It really just seems like, for lack of a better way of describing it, Pat was sort of a deer in headlights. He didn't quite seem to feel comfortable moving in any capacity when it came to dealing with this team. A lot of I don't want to call them gimmicks, but definitely a lot of like representation of various mix-up options, and maybe felt uncomfortable dealing with them to some capacity, because it's definitely not something you would see a lot of for sure. But ultimately, it caused his demise, and that is going to be what sends him over to losers, or X moving on.
Either way, following up, we have, of course, Serene Smile and Detective Crow. Oh, this is going to be a very, very interesting one. Right now, we are on Winners Quarterfinals. So I see that they are rocking, like, usually the side teams they have. It's going to be very interesting. I wonder if eventually they're going to switch to maybe, you know, the usual. But yeah, right now it looks very, very interesting.
Dude. Okay. I know Serene plays this team. I know this is a legit team that he plays. But come on, man. Are we for real?
If it
like-
works, it works.
I hope it doesn't work. Crow, I'm begging you not to lose, please.
Right now
wonder
they're
if
doing an
Crow,
amazing job.
What? Wow, yeah. Actually, the tank is already marked. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, keep that shit true. Good shit. Damn. Okay. Okay, Crow.
That's a dead character. That's a dead character right there. Well, goodbye Blitztag. Now it's a solo Taker with level 1 resonance with nothing fresh right now. Right now it's looking all Crow.
Yeah, no, that was honestly really... Okay. Looney Tunes ass match, bro. What is this?
Nothing has happened, but at the same time, everything has happened. Like, you cannot make this up. Well, I guess it's time for resonance time. Oh, Sparkle actually is able to work. Spinning all the mirror you can, putting him in the corner. No super though.
Yo, backdash on wake up is awesome. We fucked with that. Why is the Taker putting in work? Why is he about to kill Shirogane?
No! He got clipped by the 4A and now he's back to the corner. It wasn't even a combo, it was a reset. Putting it out of the corner though, that's going to be interesting. Trying to approach with the JCs. 5A, roll 5A! That's a character by the way. There's
Brother,
no way.
Detective Crumble, I need you to hand in your Shirogane card. I'm sorry, it's over.
Detective Crumble's insane, by the way.
I mean, she's right. Like, you got an early kill with Shirogane, and then you get freaking obliterated by level 1 Resonance Taker. I'm just speechless, but you know, if a character can do it, it's Taker.
Somebody pull up the fucking Strive image of hold back to block, because he got hit by every single meaty! All of them!
And they switched to Adachi afterwards.
Now, switching to Adachi's not gonna save you, bro. You need to fix your controller before you fix your gameplay. What was that?
No,
Oh my god! Yo!
All the bad things happen.
This game's so dog shit. It's so bad. We need to
There's
hop
no
on.
way.
We need to hop on.
Yeah, let's switch games, dude. It's not worth it. Even though right now Serene is losing, I don't feel that way. Well, Blitztank is probably dead. I don't want to say that they are dead because probably they're going to... Oh yeah, Ghost Raid. Well done. But we have been in this situation before, so let's not get too confident right now.
Brother. Wait, no! Don't be a victim twice! Don't let it happen! Don't do it! No! Dude, I'm so scared. I'm genuinely terrified.
Oh no. Well, looking on the bright side, there's no bright side. There's no bright side in this. Oh, bro.
Oh my fucking god! I can't.
No!
Okay,
No!
okay. I would have gotten hit by that too. Not gonna lie.
Oh. Is that another character? No, surely not. Surely not. No. Everything's right. No, everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. Okay. A lot of stuff is happening, and I cannot get a track of it because it's just stupid and dumb and very situational.
Okay. Something normal. Okay, we got hit. That's it. It's over. Good. Thank God. Don't drop this. Good.
You cannot
okay.
drop a fucking. No! Okay. Never mind. When I said you couldn't drop it, that was just like a dumb statement. But we're tied. We're 1-1.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Crow's doing this intentionally just to mess with people.
It must be.
Look, you know him better than I do, Sykes. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But like, come on, brother. Come on. You switched to a dodgy just to look worse?
That's brutal. But yeah, she's kind of right. I mean, I cannot defend you in this kind of Crow. But maybe this time we're going to get a normal match. Some, you know, a bit of neutral over there, a bit of pressure over there. And right now it's looking like an orthodox, you know, a kind of BBTAG gameplay. Never mind.
Oh, no, if he didn't call 6B there, he would have gotten me full confirm, but unfortunately that was not the case. I cannot believe the 5A did not punish that. Okay. Yeah, man. Okay.
No! 4P was able to get him like enough like height, and they were able to confirm. Right now they're in a very tough position. They were able to avoid the bottom setup right there. But yeah, you need to be careful with the 2316. It's not going to be like that much damage, but yeah. Oh no! Cannot do that! Against multi-hit.
Okay, character's dead. Good. Please, some normalcy, I'm begging you. I'm so fucking over it.
I think Serene is fishing for a natural because they just kind of like run up and compete. But right now, everything seems fine. Right now, 4 bars on deck, all the resources you need in the world. So yeah, right now, even though it has, I think, more health this time, because, you know, tanking, I think it can take it.
Yeah, I think I agree with this swap too, just because, you know, Akatsuki's so low. Why are we calling him? Okay, whatever. It worked out. Fucking... You need to stop spiking my blood pressure like I'm a type 3 diabetic, bro. What the fuck are you doing? I am begging you to make this shit normal.
How can you do that? Haven't you seen the screen? They're playing freaking Taker Blitztank. It's impossible to make it normal.
I don't know, bro. We had some normal tank players back in my day. You know?
Mention one. No response!
What am I supposed to say to that? There is no response. There is nothing to say.
Well, regardless, right now looking fine for Crow, establishing the 5B. Oh wow, they got actually hit by a low after a BCO mix-up of Adachi Akatsuki. That's very new. And after that they mess up the Akatsuki, you know, and now it's going to be with a hit drop, putting out as much as possible and trying to maybe do more ACOs.
Yeah, I think at this point you really just don't want to play the game, right? Like, your goal is to play the game the least amount of time as possible, and I think that was working until we got Spark built in.
Regardless, I was about to say it's fine, but right now it's looking mad dangerous right here. Well, at least they were able to burst, keeping the Akatsuki safe for another day. Oh, but they're able to make it against the DP and because it's the 5A with armor. Oh, looking actually quite bright for Serene. That's another character.
No.
Oh, dang it.
We can't be doing this. I cannot be out of breath within 30 minutes of a stream. This isn't how it works.
So, well, technically it's 40 minutes.
Yeah, okay, fucking... Dude, MIT goer over here. Alright, bro.
I'm sorry, but you just were straight up wrong.
Alright, my fucking bad. Man, no. The only thing that's wrong is the fact that Crow is a fucking aficionado of unblockable with mids, apparently, because I can't get over the fact that he did that a couple games ago, and I'm just thinking about it. I'm consistently fucking thinking about it. But I guess we won't have to for much longer if we're getting good hits like that. Crow already on the offensive.
But straight up just run out 5C. No, Marvelous though, straight up 5C again. This time not that well. Yeah, 7.8. You need to be very, very careful with that super.
Oh my god, wait, really? That was actually almost really cool confirmed.
Oh, that's a dead character. Oh, that's such a shame. It's going to be solo Taker again. But, as always with Serene Smile, a solo Taker comeback can always be possible. Especially, you know, if Pro just freaking drop the game again.
Okay, no, we're blocking this time. You know, we took our lessons from Guilty Gear Strive. We're about to waste out this resonance time and make it. Oh, why are we delaying it? Bro, like, genuinely?
Oh!
For the love of God, I'm begging you not to lose the set. You're gonna get command grabbed, aren't you? This works for you.
Oh no!
We got hit by the fork, bro! The Isoropia special?
Dude, it's been ages since I saw that, dude. Oh, that was kind of sick. I'm going to give that to Serene. And with that, with the score 3-2, they advanced on winner's side. Oh, wow.
I wish
Calling
I
it the
got
Isoropia special, by the way. That takes me back. That takes me back.
Bro, we need like a resurgence of the Taker players just so I can call them slurs again.
I'm not picking up the mantle again. I'm not doing that to myself.
I mean, we have a closet Taker right in the mic with us, so we're not far off.
Yeah, my Taker can, yes, you can see my top 3 character, like my third most used character is Taker. I can do that kind of shit. You are going to see that snipe.
Oh god, yeah, something like that. But okay, if we're being for real for a second, I do actually think that the way Serene was going about that match was definitely probably the only way that he could have legitimately won that.
Yeah.
You know, because Taker tank doesn't exactly have the best neutral, especially once someone holds super jump for any amount of time. So it's kind of hard to really establish yourself without doing some sort of fuck shit, and I definitely understand where Serene was coming from in that regard. I do think a few important confirms were definitely not making a good statement for himself when it came to that, but otherwise I firmly believe that what he did in order to make this entire game work was ultimately what he needed to do. And shit, bro, you know your win condition? We were talking about this earlier. I think that makes a big difference. That's gonna be the main thing. You know how to fucking get to your win condition. You're probably gonna win your games more. Case in point.
Absolutely. Well, moving on to the winner semifinal, we are going to see more of Adachi Akatsuki with Lucky Nagi and Bomba Chonga. Well, this is going to be a very interesting match. When it comes to, as always, like, Labris usually struggles against, like, Adachi. But I will say that even though Akatsuki and Adachi are quite, like, it's a very easy team to manage, like, on paper, the synergy between them can be a bit, like, costly if you're not able to handle it well. And I think that kind of factor can actually benefit Bomba Chonga.
Yeah, no, definitely. I firmly believe, we talked about player matchups as opposed to character matchups from before, and I actually think Naegi and Bumba have a very similar mentality when it comes to playing neutral. Both of them really like playing airborne, you know, just like super jump back, air dash forward plus 6p or something. You know, anything to try and establish pressure in any meaningful way while they're in the air. I do think that it's probably going to be a matter of volatility when it comes to who's going to be winning what match. You know, who's getting the most damage on every hit, because not that the knockdowns will be like super meaningful, but I definitely think that it's going to be more of a scramble than you would lead to believe.
Of course. Let's see what happens at the beginning of the match. As you said, guns are blazing, jumping 6p with air dash. And then 100 of DP active switch. And 5C. Yeah, that's the thing that is like about that team. Not actually like that much of a mix after BCO. So yeah, that's going to be tough for Lucky Nagi to navigate through.
Yeah, case in point of what we were talking about, just a lot of, you know, moving around the screen, KOF type B. I know Bumba likes Vice, so that is definitely, you know, it checks out. Wait, why are we backteching? gonna be getting a nice pickup with the cross-up on the 5 there. Probably not actually spending the assist to kill the character. That was definitely a dead moment situation. Oh yeah, I think Naegi thought that they were on the other side and accidentally got Fireball instead of Butotsu. And we're gonna be losing a character for that.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Spending all the bars to kill Adachi, now it's going to be Sola Ketsuki, level 2 Resonance with 3 bars. It's not looking that great, especially after those supers, but never mind. Nice, well placed DP and returning back to neutral.
And by neutral, I mean jumping at each other until one of us gets it.
Wait, it's neutral regardless.
Oh wow, I'm actually surprised that I avoided the axe kick. That did not look like that was going to be what happened there. But good navigation from Bumba is going to be able to take game 1.
Yeah, very good patient as well. They knew from before of last interaction that after usually like a super that they block, usually their opponent is going to DP. So this time around they navigate correctly the super, and then they wait for a DP, and then they got the punish and they got the win. So yeah, Bomba I think has already like all the knowledge. It just needs to, you know, land it.
Yeah, no, I mean, knowledge is half the battle, right? So being able to understand what's necessary when it comes to playing around any sort of offensive option, I firmly believe Bumba could definitely take advantage of that. Especially with the way that we're going about calling assist, I definitely think it's going to make a big difference in terms of dealing with how Nagi wants to go about asserting themselves. Well, I cannot believe that 5 hit. That's insane.
Me neither. But luckily for them, that's the case. 8.1 of damage, but leaving the corner, leaving enough space to, instead of to get the sign of that was kind of weird.
Oh wow. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen. Oh, that would have been a nasty confirm. I never seen that kind of thing happen before, but thankfully it didn't make too much of a difference. The Bumba special, neutral tech mash. We love to see it. Haven't changed the goddamn bit. Gonna be going for the 6B Oki here, trying to make something crazy work. Oh, the trade on the 5B. I swear to God, the way Akatsuki players press that button, you'd think it was the Jesus hand himself. Trying to get something started on Bumba's part, gonna be getting a nice knockdown.
Okay, red axe is on deck, they need to be very careful. Oh, they didn't beat. They didn't believe in the button. Luckily for them, now they return to yellow axe, but that was a nice 4P. Luckily for them, they spent the assist bar, so they were able to burst naturally. So right now, looking quite well for Papa Chunga, but I think there's one interaction away from losing it all, but never mind, look at that! Oh, ice carry to Super, that's amazing.
I don't know why, but I found that particular interaction incredibly, incredibly silly. Dude. Like, the... Yo, I'm stumbling on my words. The Snowflake was out for so long that I think he expected it to like go away at some point, but it just never did. So getting hit by the final one, but it didn't quite launch either, so nobody knew what to do in that situation. Dude, this game is so goofy.
And that's why we love it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
surprised he
mean,
processed everything that happened last match. It's just like goofy interaction after goofy interaction. But as long as it works, I'm fine with it.
yeah, I mean, working's the name of the game. It doesn't really matter if you're functioning on fumes. You drink your 12 a.m. coffee from the office and like it has that really stale milk in it, but like it gets you through the day. It does the job. Just fucking, you gotta make it work, and Bumba's definitely doing exactly that. Just gonna be getting, unfortunately, counter hit for their troubles. But oh, nice reaction to that egg spot. Why did he still get hit?
Oh, that's not even a true combo. They ended up with Hit Riser, they didn't tech, so the Oki was still saved. Oh, they got 5C. Oh, Akatsuki Adachi special. And another 5C! Oh, brother. Oh, this doesn't look good right now for Mombachonga.
Man, I like the idea of going into resonance there, but I definitely feel like it wasn't quite as easy. Nice hit confirm into the 214A. That's going to be a dead character. The yellow axe finally coming in clutch there. Solo situation for both sides.
Oh, they weren't able to block after that weave. That's going to take a lot of damage because of resonance and of course Hit Riser right now above 10%. So they need to be very, very careful and mindful of what they do. Oh, but unlucky for them. JB, very big, massive button. They have enough resources to work with. And with that, Okinagi takes the game.
I am genuinely shocked. Like, genuinely shocked that button still comboed from that high up in the air. You got normal hit, and he wasn't even falling yet, and he still got a 5A pickup? Are we for real?
That's nothing wrong about that.
Are we curious right now? Like, it is Trans Awareness Week. That was the most LGBTQ pickup I've ever seen, dude. What do you mean? Huh?
That is insane. All right,
Yeah,
all right.
That was insane. But you know what? It's accurate. Oh lord. Well, either way, we're going back to the next game right now. Wow, just straight up 5A, no fear whatsoever. Just throwing JB, throwing the piece wherever you can throw random bullshit. Nice work for now, having a neutral.
Yeah, and a good recognition from Naegi to go for the crossover out there, just to get the corner for as long as possible, but unfortunately not really doing anything with it, but we are going to be getting a good air dash in after the chain knuckle, and honestly playing it like it's a fucking Grand Blue fighter. We're running each other to try to bait some sort of neutral skip option. We're doing shit right now. Good burst timing on Naegi's part, just really trying to make this work. Getting sent all the way to winners semis earlier and trying to keep that position for as long as humanly possible. Oh yeah, tried to challenge on the Oki there, but wasn't quite able to get something started.
Oh, not looking that good. Right now, Akatsuki is getting all the punish. Oh, Red Axe is on deck! Oh, that's a dead character right there. Even without like just one super, they have the AC. And not having a Akatsuki right here, it's going to be a bit costly. Well, but Adachi is one of those characters that can manage well if they play well the Resonance game, but I don't think we're going to be able to see that.
No, that's an alive character. Yeah, no, that did not look like it was going to kill. But if we're going to be put in situations like that, it unfortunately is going to be sending us straight down to the losers bracket. Unfortunately, Naegi not quite able to clutch it out, and that's going to be 3-1 for Bumba. Sending him to winners finals? Yo! Bumba going crazy! What the fuck? Bumba taking a 3-1 over BZ, 3-2 over Anima. That's a massive upset. And now we're going to winners? Dude, this is the run of a lifetime.
They are going to face the winner of Sunny-kun and Sweet Smile, but I think right now Mombachonga can take it. Yeah, this is, as you said, this is the run. It's looking quite positive for Mombachonga. Mombachonga is probably like one of the most dedicated players I know, because even though they play like characters that usually you don't see that often, and on paper wouldn't work as a synergy, they make it work. And that's just like commendable. And it really shows that in this game, it's not everything about meta characters or like easy characters that you can pick up be good. If you pick up the characters you want, you can make it far. That's why I pick up top tiers, because that's what I like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, you had this whole motivational speech planned. You were saying all these nice things, like, oh man, play the characters you want. I'm just gonna play my top tier.
Well, yeah, because that's the characters I want. Like,
You
I'm
were
not
so
wrong.
close.
My message stayed there. Like, there's nothing bad about the. Talking about like playing the characters you want. Now we're going to actually see Sonic-kun against Serene Smile. That both of them are playing the characters they want, and they always perform amazingly.
Dude.
Let me be.
Oh god, you were so close. You were so close to
I
a finished
landed
product,
it.
dude.
It was a good message, and it was okay.
Bro, this is like saying you should only cook at home because it's healthier to do that while you're chowing down on the biggest fucking baconator you ever seen in your life. Like,
Yeah, because I'm a hypocrite, dude. But I also take your.
sorry, what was that? You cut out.
I also play Taylor Kanji though. That excels me of everything but.
The moment you pull out Taker Kanji for a tournament set and win, I will let you have that. But for now, you're a fraud. I'm sorry.
Okay. See me
not
next
gonna be.
WNF. See me next WNF. Commentate on the next WNF, and I'll be right there. And then you're going to be like, oh no, if they trust the Sykes. Now I only seeing him like getting all the W's with Kanji Taker.
I'm just gonna let you cook. Yeah, you got that.
I'm so fucking screwed.
But yeah, speaking of being screwed, this matchup seems really rough for Heart the more I think about it. Like, both of these characters actually have a really easy time dealing with homing when she's not already doing it. You know, setting up Lobelias, having, you know, big fuck off buttons like Wald does. I think if Serene's able to just, oh my god, manage the router apparently. You know, we're not paying for fiber optic this time. This is some fucking... I was about to say some R-killer internet, but I actually don't think that kid can pay for anything, so like, I don't think that really counts. Gonna be able to backdash out of the Oki here, trying to set something up and force this S to play the video game, but, you know, Brenner's not on the table. But we're gonna press it anyway, gonna be sending fucking Serene all the way to the other corner, gonna be getting a nice grab on that knockdown too.
Well, right now, at least Nikun is able to handle a bit of neutral. Usually, these kind of matchup you will see Nikun play a bit more slowly, since they usually cannot drain the sky that much. But right now, dealing with Rachel this early on, it's so huge for me. Now they need to, you know, she's managed to face against two characters that are always up close and personal, very, very fast button. So right now, I think it's very, very overwhelming for Turisma right here.
Yeah, I think that's it too. I like the decision from Sony-kun just to extend that as long as possible. We really want to waste all of the resonance time here, but man, we are mashing! Bro is slamming! And I'm not surprised because it is so... I almost said Sony-kun. I mean, it's technically still true, but that's not what I meant. Gonna be dropping the combo, trying to go for the IED-JC stuff. The 4B of the gods picking up into a full combo, and that's gonna be a dead... Wait, huh? Oh, Crossroad, I guess. Yeah, dead character.
Taking the first game, that was quite well played from Sonic-kun. They understand how to like manage against this kind of team. It's kind of tricky, yeah, because Rachel usually like decides the pace of the neutral, if I say so, because you know usually like you're overwhelmed by a lot of projectiles, a lot of disjoints, a lot in this, and you have lots of range. You don't have like time to do your normal gameplay that you will do. But I think Sonic was able to finish up that by, you know, killing Rachel off like very, very early on.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a case of if I continue to play neutral, you'll probably lose, but the moment you get in, I lose kind of situation. And I kind of think Rainey's proving that right now too. Just this Rachel's already almost dead, but I know for a fact this motherfucker's gonna wake up 2D or super or some shit. There we go, yeah. Not losing the character, but we may as well.
Oh, but it's going to be costly after those last frames. That's a big chunk of damage, and now you.
Oh, you blocked it! Oh! You blocked it! You're nasty! Never mind, I take back everything I said about you.
That's gonna change in like 2 interactions, I swear.
Yeah, you're right, but like, let him cook. It's okay.
Bring Rachel, even though they're like very, very close to death. Now both of those characters are very close. Oh, happy birthday with a laser.
2 interactions, by the way.
Okay, but like that was something that could feasibly happen to anyone. I don't think.
It won't happen to me.
I don't think that was something. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I need you to fucking sweep this next bracket, okay? Dude, you're talking mad shit for someone in
You're
banning
the one that's
distance.
talking mad shit. You're being wild on the mic. I am just chill as always.
Okay, but like here's the thing,
no
right?
enemies.
Here's the thing. I run brackets, so therefore not only am I exempt from any sort of criticism, but I also have B-cut tits. So fuck you.
Pretty enough. I mean, I cannot fight against that.
Back to the match. We're blocking some fucking CC situations, but not quite getting out of the way of the command grab. I'm honestly confused on why Serene didn't get a full pickup there, but we are going to be getting a nice CC situation. But the defense on Sonikun's part has been really good, dude. It's honestly been really, really good. And trying to just navigate around this wall, not quite able to get the pickup that they wanted, but dude, so many fucking things are happening.
Wow, nice pick up. Doing the DP to avoid any kind of burst. Oh, JC, yeah, that was kind of very nasty. Oh, but they were able to block the burst. After that, they do DP. They get like scaring that in the interaction. Now you're in the corner against Rachel. Not looking that good.
What is this Oki? What's happening? Oh wait, that was super tragic. I think Serene tried to like make something crazy happen there, but unfortunately because of the way the first interacted, it really didn't do anything here. Oh wow, wait, the wind actually fucked it up, but we're still getting a full pickup, so it didn't matter. Woo!
Oh wow. For Barson deck, you have cross combo as well. I don't think this is going to be a dead character. But
No, that's done.
no, it is. It is. Oh,
Say damn, smell my content.
12k. Wow, that's just like brutal. And I think that was 3-0 for Sonicun, and they advanced to face Bomba Chonga.
Oh holy shit, that was 3 matches? That was fast as hell.
It is a
Wait.
very, very fast game.
Wait, that's crazy. No, that wasn't even like a fast game moment. That was legitimately just nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Everything happened and nothing happened at the same time in this set.
Yeah, that was about like 7 minutes for that whole set.
7 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that was pretty quick. You know, not quite, you know, Yui speedrunning Eon tiers of quick, but it was up there for sure.
You're just taking pot shots at everybody today. What the hell?
Yeah, you see,
Look,
I told you, you're the one being nasty at the mic, not me.
When you smell blood in the water, you gotta take that shit, okay? Call me the antagonist of Finding Nemo, bruh. I'm out here.
So sorry about that. I have a funny laugh. Anyway, going to loser size round 3, we have Orax once again against the Detective Crow.
Oh, my apologies. Could you repeat that? I stopped listening after like 2 words.
Oh yeah, makes sense. You know the usual. As I was saying, losers round 3, Orax against the Detective Crow. So we're going to have that match.
Oh, okay. So this is like a tactician versus
Guns
batshit
blazing.
insane.
Yeah, I couldn't describe it better. Yeah, for being a young player, you will think that's the one that is going to be guns blazing, but no. Actually, Orax is one of the most like passive janks I have like ever encountered. and that's not necessarily a bad thing. They actually like perform very very well in the game scenarios. And yeah, I'm surprised because because we are going to like pretty much like the opposite sides, and they're going to clash. So it's going to be very very explosive indeed.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a moment of who's going to be getting a good hit first. Not necessarily because either team is going to steamroll when it comes to offense itself, though that could very well be the case. I'm more thinking like both of these teams probably shit damage if they get a good hit, especially with Liz on the team. You know, Liz isn't good at many things, but one of them is doing the number go burr. And I definitely think that's going to be a big factor when it comes to, you know, what the fuck am I getting? Crow's going to do whatever the fuck he wants. Bro's going to... If Bro wants to wake up with Axe Kick, he's going to wake up with Axe Kick. You know, he's just going to do what he feels is best, and that's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. But before we move on to the next match, let's talk about this wonderful thing for beautiful players. We're talking, of course, about the Matcherino. Yeah, if you want, of course, to contribute to help our players and just have a great time, please go ahead and donate. Not only that, but you're going to get the perk of us commentators reading your messages. So yeah, very. We have one donation from Master Chief saying, "No WNF next week. Happy early Thanksgiving, folks." Thank you so much, Master Chief. And of course, happy early Thanksgiving for everybody.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. It is going to be a nice week, I think. You know, not for people that work in retail. Y'all are suffering. You know, smile heart. Godspeed to all of you that are doing that this week. It is not going to be a fun time. But what is going to be fun is the escapism that we all throw ourselves into momentarily to escape any kind of real world problems. And we're going to see exactly that while playing fucking Yang Liz.
That was kind of great.
I don't know why that made me laugh, but like I had to I had to speed gift to stop myself. But yeah, honestly, I'm actually kind of surprised about the decision making on Crow's part to choose to play Ragna into this matchup. Not that Ragna plays bad in single character per se, but like I have to wonder what the thought process is aside from playing a like Shiro or a Dachi or something. You know, all of the above really. Oh my god, you were almost so nasty, but it worked out anyway, so it's okay.
Oh, they once again DP 6P kind of shenanigans that are always being good. Oh, they approach 5P on deck. Oh, but they don't commit to it. And instead they got 5V on the face, and that's a dead Ragnar right there. Oh, that's such important.
Yeah, that was really good defense from Orax there. I think something that he's particularly good at is picking his moments. And that was definitely one of them right there. You could see the plus R influence in his decision making. But if we're going to be getting thrown like that, it's definitely going to be making a big difference. What the fuck was that hit? But you know what, whatever, it didn't matter. We're going to be getting a nice axe kick for their troubles. And that, not going to quite be a dead Elizabeth.
Yeah, regardless of the 16k, they were ultimately. Right now they have awakened. Oh, classic 2-1-4A, now catching them up. They're not being able to deal, but at least they're able to put in a very awkward position.
Interesting, I wonder what they're cashing out here. Like, we're not wasting resonance time. I guess just to, like, get as much damage as possible, I could definitely see that being decently important. Yeah, nice timing on the TRM. Well, not TRM, sorry, but just the throw cancel, just to make sure that any sort of mash off that button wouldn't quite hit, especially if it was delayed. Very good round for Orax, I think.
Yeah, now that I think about it, maybe the reason why they didn't bring like a dash on table, maybe is because of Yang herself. Usually Yang can be a bit like annoying to Adachi players, especially since JB usually deals with Adachi JB well. Maybe they can like handle AC a bit, so maybe they're more comfortable with like this pairing. It's a great team, and maybe they're more comfortable with dealing with Yang. Maybe that's the reasoning.
I could see that, yeah. Really doesn't want to deal with any kind of setup like that. And honestly, it's already working. Wait, no, the camera fucking over the Akatsuki 5 feet. I've never seen that happen before. That's super interesting. Gonna be getting DP in there, apparently. What? Huh?
Oh. Okay, that's very unique. Let me put it that way. But regardless, connected the Crow is able to get it back to the corner. Gauntlet Davies, no! They fumbled it. I think they tried to super, but
Dude,
at the end they weren't able to do it.
No, that was definitely the Master Choompi of like trying to reset off of Gauntlet Hades 1 and like grabbing after. Oh no, we're not playing Grand Blue. You're not single hit confirming sweep. It's not happening. What the fuck is this Callisto shit, bro? Get that out of here. Oh yeah, almost got anti-aired by the 5e, but we are going to be getting a nice pickup with the regular one here. Nice caught on the fuzzy guard. You're going to be going into... Oh no, we're not pocketing resonance. We're just going to be taking damage.
Oh
yeah!
So they... oh, they reacted correctly, dude. And now it's Solo Katsuki against Sol Yang, but... Oh no, yeah, they were in a very tough situation. 5A actually able to manage to navigate through JV. Interesting. And that's going to be second game for Crow, I think.
No. Oryx,
yeah.
Oryx game 1. Honestly, I think if Crow plays more like that, even if Oryx is able to keep himself composed, it definitely feels like, you know, the damage differential is definitely making a big difference here. That weird drop on the 5B due to the camera shifting off of the full punish early on, that was really weird. I am genuinely not sure why that happened, nor what was stopping that from being normal. But I don't know, man. We get handed miracles sometimes, especially in this game like BBTAG. Some people just have the protagonist power, you know. And Crow, you know, he's playing Ragna. You know, he got the story mode buff. Fucking maybe he's got that too.
True and real. Let's see if Oryx is able to adapt this kind of round. Because the bad thing about like an L7 team is that you're pretty much like playing a buff character of the points. But playing, not having like a consistent like other point character, it's going to be like kind of annoying. But right now, it's looking very nice. Oh, but no, right now the drop. But they still keep the momentum, so right now they're doing good.
Commentator's first moment. Gonna be able to get a... Oh my god, wait. That was almost a really good 2B, but not quite able to confirm into a good hit. I'm honestly surprised that that 5B didn't redo a full kill, but I think this combo here will. Unless we're just not catching out. That's... Wait, no, we are? Why did we spend the meter so late into the combo? Is he still dead? Oh wow, he died.
Yeah. Single target super, no... it was an optimal combo, so yeah, makes sense, right? But yeah, I'm surprised it didn't work. Maybe they tried to save Akatsuki for resonance? Oh.
Dude, this game was spaghetti. Like, I think every possible moment was just... Dude. I have no words. Why am I more fucked up by that match than anything else? Man.
I don't know. Maybe I'm used to like, but yeah, I don't know. At least, let me see if I can see something of the bright side. Well, at least we're going to see a Dachi gameplay with something you guys like to see.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Do we?
No, but I'm living in my little happy world.
Not quite able to get a full confirm on the pickup with the JC here, but we are going to be getting thrown for that trouble too. I like the optimism, dude. Come on, man. Do you think Crow like cackles in his boots whenever he does some fuck shit like that? No, I can just hear him doing his little, you know, like evil ass laugh. Like that's the only thing I can picture.
I do it, so I assume it's a universal thing about the Dutch players. Oh, that
I thought it was
messed up.
I can't lie. But yeah, no, gonna be getting a nice knockdown there. Oh no, getting caught by the 5C, and that's gonna be a meter spent for a character dead. I'd say that's money well allotted. I didn't want to say it twice.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, right now I'm not looking. Oh shit! They put themselves in a bad situation, but they were able to manage it. They didn't react to it and that one quickly. Oh, it's level 1 resonant, but it's still a semblance, a giant. They can still make things work. But yeah, not having like another character to work with, and pretty much playing against a team that has like the life pool, it's going to be detrimental. And with that, we are tied once again.
That was a really weird pickup. I I always find it so funny when Adachi just like defies the laws of physics and sends you backwards with a kick. Like, why did he go up? Why did he go up? I like it didn't matter. The combo worked anyway, but hello?
Yeah. I just like, you know, as an Dutch player, I can tell you that some things just happen. Sometimes they work in your favor, sometimes it's the complete opposite, just like that thing.
Where was the low?
Oh, I don't know. That's just a rookie mistake.
Dude. Oh, and such an important drop from Orax too. Unironically, it's made such a difference, and that's gonna be that character most likely. Wait, no, we can't call assist here. DP? Oh, we got caught trying to jump.
Oh, what a shame. Now it's going to be solo Elizabeth. Yeah, there's no time for breathe. And that's going to be another character.
Was that necessary?
I was so scared. I was so scared they could drop it because of the scaling. But at the end, they were able to manage it. And yeah, that's something that this team usually has. Well, pretty much like Adachi, aggressive Adachi team. That once they get that BCO to the corner and then you have to deal with it, it's going to be very, very hard to get out of that. Especially if you're Elizabeth and not have that much tools when it comes to like defensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't really have anything to add to that. That's a fair assumption on how things should be going.
Thanks. I
but-
feel smart.
Well, you should, because you are an intelligent human being, and you
Hell
deserve
yeah.
all that praise.
Woo!
But yeah, no, something I think we're going to be praising even more is this match that we're going to be seeing right now, Anima versus Ryazo. We haven't actually seen Ryazo play throughout this entire bracket so far, and that's kind of surprising. I'm noticing here that he was forced to DQ through winners initially. I remember that was because of a PS4 issue, question mark. So it's good to see that he didn't... Yeah, it's good to see that he didn't quite get knocked out for that. And I'm honestly curious how this one will go, depending on what team Ryazo plays. He is enrolled in the GP, so I wonder if it's gonna be a moment of him like practicing his team that he wants to play. I think he enrolled with Aigis Adachi, so we could very well have an interesting moment on our hands.
If we see an Adachi Aegis, it's going to be a very, very explosive team. The damage output that team is crazy, and having like such like an aggressive character with the rear mirror that Aegis provides on a BCO setup is such a brutal like experience if you're facing against it. So if we see that kind of team, it's going to be like very unfun for your opponent. Not saying that playing against Nine and Yomi is fun, but both of them are very like tough experiences, but from different perspectives.
Get ready.
Yeah, and different perspectives is what makes a good conversation, and I'm honestly not sure if these two are going to be talking too much throughout the set, if the teams are anything to go by. But, you know, we've been proven wrong before. And I live to be shown that I'm a dipshit. You know, that's love of the game right there. So, Anima, prove me wrong.
Follow my commands to the letter. Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Let's see how this time around they're going to have... Oh, for a beginning of the match, that's fair, I guess. Wow, just using the mirror out of the blue to avoid the rear mirror, that's actually kind of nice. Scarlet Bane to avoid the JC, very nice. Now they are in the corner.
Oh boy, unblockable time. Woo! Oh no, we fucked it up.
picked it up.
Wait! It didn't matter. Yes, it did. DP. I think that's the first time I guess DP ever did anything correctly. Oh my god, nice call out. Damn.
Oh, recognition of the situation that they can use X Knuckle to avoid any projectile and save Labris in the progress. That's actually amazing. And they lost 2 bars because of it. That's huge for Anima. But regardless, navigating through 9 is going to be a tough task, especially for a character like Labris. Oh, that was.
Nah. Nah. I refuse. Turn off the game. You won. The match is over.
I mean, there's still a chance. Level 2 resonance and 1, but never mind.
I mean, we could drop, you know. I was hoping the commentators curse because 9 players don't deserve anything.
True.
Unfortunately, that is not the case, but... You know, I just noticed Riazo's tag. Is that true?
Happy birthday! Yeah, it's his birthday. I think it was on Twitter.
Oh shit, that's awesome. Happy birthday. Anyway, I still hate you. but no, in all seriousness, I hope you have a great birthday. We're super glad to see you playing in BBTAG of all things while you're, you know, celebrating your birthday. I hope it's been going well for you so far. I hope you got nice gifts. I hope you got people telling you that they love you. You know, all of you love. Because we're certainly not going to do it here, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I think they tried to throw. Doesn't matter at the end. They weren't able to furnish the burst. That trade was unfortunate at the end. And they're not able to navigate at all. That's the bad thing about facing 9. Usually when you goal assist, usually they're going to get hit by wacky 9 stuff. Yeah, not looking fine for Anima right now. But still, regardless, they are able to manage the neutral not that badly.
Yeah, I think Anima is definitely a bit worried about dealing with 214C from 9, because that definitely does put a hamper in how anyone would want to navigate around it. I'm actually surprised that 236C didn't punish. That definitely looked like a moment where it would. Yeah, just trying to build as much spell gauge as possible. Yeah, dude, oh my god, I felt that shit coming. That is not an unblockable. Wait, no, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, fake though, because the seed hit first. Just trying to push block away.
Even if it wasn't like a true unblockable, like the pressure is still there. So it was like a hard blockable.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I definitely understand why Anima got hit regardless, but that was definitely a unfortunate situation to be in. Anima already on tournament loss point. Or I guess I should say Riazo on set point. That probably makes more sense.
Yeah, the thing is, I think 9, like, it's dealing with Aegis, like, perfectly. Like, I noticed many times that Aegis is trying to, like, navigate, like, for example, maybe throwing some bullets. 9 is ready with a mirror. Or maybe trying to JC to trying to make some pressure at the 5P. They got hit by Scarlet Bane. So, I think, like, they're, like, overwhelmed that they cannot do, like, the usual, like, handling neutral stuff that usually Aegis has. And yeah, 9 has like those perfect tools to like avoid these kind of situations.
Yeah, fair enough. I definitely think that is a decent way of looking at it here. I like the attempt at throwing out a 214C and a really nice use of Megiddo there. Just trying to make something happen, trying to keep it as burst safe as humanly possible. Gonna be getting caught by the overhead here, not quite able to do much with the throw. Anima probably recognizing they probably didn't want to continue, I swear I can speak English, that combo too far. And we're gonna be getting 2 bead for our troubles. Not quite a lot of damage because of the scaling on the hit, but we are gonna be getting a decent situation out of it.
Oh, that was nice with the KC. You're getting all the damage you can in the world. Like to maintain all the pressure. I'm 5C with no setup whatsoever. Spending the mirror just make sure that you keep the character. With that, it's solo 9. Even though they have the life lead, 9 is those kind of characters that, yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, that wasn't real. Good jump out. Good shit. Good shit. Yeah, Riazo has messed it up a few times there. Not quite able to really establish themselves when it comes to knocking down with 9. But we are using our plus range store advantage, and not the worst decision to go about doing so either. You know, both these characters have cosmetic resources, so we may as well spend it while we can.
Right now it's looking more feasible for Ryasu. Oh, that was very last break before the hits actually started going on. Oh, that was such a amazing play. And then about the 5v with the teleports. Oh, they just know all the callouts. That's why 9 plus Ryasu is such a freaking menace. Oh.
9 DP is bad. Yo, we should make it -5 again, like it is in CF.
Ooh. Well, I saw the vision. I saw what they were trying to do because you know they put the spell there so they can jump, and they spend all on the super jump, so they were going to fall down and then they're going to get it with a DP cool thing. But yeah, 9's DP is not good. But I saw the vision. I saw what they were trying to do.
Get ready.
It didn't work though, so.
Man, yeah. I initially thought you were responding to the other message, but that makes more sense.
No.
It's definitely unfortunate. Ryazu had the vision in their head, but he didn't quite see how, had a bit of flaws to it. No possible contingency was covered, and we're gonna have to pay the price for it by playing another match, but thankfully, that means it's better for us, because we like watching matches.
Might be able to connect, expecting some mirror to actually connect, and trying to beat the board but not the captain. And now, no, they got it. Oh, that was a very stylish one, but nah, they overextended. Okay, that was very close.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that didn't quite do anything for Ryazu. He made a direct read and didn't get a punish like he was expecting. Mira doing a lot of work for him here too. Oh yeah, didn't get a full confirm. Labrys already got hit. Trying to get out of the corner situation. Not able to get the punish on that that messed up 5 feet either. This might be turning around a little quickly if we're not careful.
Okay. Oh no, I think they took the mind due to the pressure. And now they're going all corner, able to handle that. Okay, well, it was hard blockable there, I guess. But it's still a very overwhelming play over there, especially for a character like Labrys. But regardless, it's going to be now solo Aegis against the world.
Oh, that's... do we build the bar here? I think we do, right?
No.
Not quite. Okay. Oh my god, could you imagine?
That's unfortunate. The X-Makito Fire usually has a wacky hitbox, so I understand why they're trying to do for that. But a character that's floaty like 9 usually can avoid things like that. But yeah, that's unfortunate. And with that, Ryazu moves on, and sadly Anima gets out of the tournament.
Yeah, an unfortunate knockout nonetheless, but they put up a good fight. It's always fun watching Anima play, and to go up against a major winner that consistently is definitely no feat to be scoffed at. So, fantastic stuff for making it this far. Fantastic play from Ryazu for knocking out such a seasoned veteran as well. And unfortunately, the show must go on, so that means we're going to move to our next match, being the other side of Loser's Corners, Naegi versus Crow. The Adachi mirror, finally.
Woohoo! I'm excited. That's my thing. But it's Sakatsu, so I'm not excited anymore. Either way, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I wonder if they're going to go for the actual mirror, because we know that both of these characters actually, what are they doing? Well, I guess we're not going to see Adachi at all. Instead, we're going to see bootleg Sonic-kun and Narukami and well, alongside Kakumen. Or not anymore.
Do these people just enjoy proving me wrong? Is that what it is? Is
it's
that
kind of funny.
talking mad shit? Now they just need to make me look bad. I understand. I see how it is.
This
Just pure malice in their medium-sized hearts.
I just don't want to see Makoto heal that. I'm going to be real. Oh well, at least it makes things interesting, I guess. At least we're going to see Team Justice, Hakumen and Narukami. Oh no, we're actually going to see Narukami mirrors, your character.
Get ready.
My character, I haven't played that
Yeah.
character in over a year.
Dude, I don't
That-
care.
Damn.
It's your character, I said.
I do miss
It's a-
Narukami though. I need to play him again soon.
I don't miss him. You know, he can stay there hidden, having a sabbatical. But I hate Seth more. Can you bring Narukami back? I cannot make my man. But yeah, regardless, it's going to be, I will say, very explosive. Like these two players really like to, you know, run up to the enemy and press buttons. So let's see how these like both like beings of destructions are going to clash together.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
It took so much of my like entire being to not say shit earlier, but thankfully we're gonna be starting relatively normal here. Oh, tried to do the air dash combo a bit too early. The JB was not low enough to the ground to get a full pick up there. Trying to use a dude, we are swinging right now. Goddamn, there is some aggression to be had, some pent up anger from some real life stuff happening. I don't know, man. They're fucking swinging. Getting caught by the 4P. This is gonna be no, you did it too early. Are you not listening to the stream? Are you not taking notes? Why are you focusing on the match instead of listening to my beautiful voice? Anyway, getting a nice throw. Fucking killing the character. Dead. Gone. Solo Hakumen, gotta play the game.
Oh, it still can't be possible. Never mind. Oh well, especially if you go for plays like that. No.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh no! Double Sioka. No, I'm doing X Sioka as the ending. Okay. Well, at least they won. But I'm just like surprised how we're letting people do the most random stuff and then dying by it. This cannot be possible. Well, it is possible because it's happening in real time, but it's not plausible.
This has to be like... This has to be some sort of rage bait sim, right? Like that's what's going on here?
It must be.
I don't know, bro. There was nothing else to say. Like, I think Crow did the exact
Bless
same
you.
block string. That was a cough!
You ungrateful.
Absolutely.
I told you the nicest things ever, and then you told me like, oh no, it was a cough. Nah, we're ungrateful of your part. And for that,
I
we're now
hope-
going to have a Dachi Akatsuki.
I hope your computer blue screens exactly once.
Can't escape.
And never again, just so you have that fear in your heart.
That
Just like
happened
I'm gonna have-
yesterday.
Oh, never mind. You're good, man. You know,
Yeah,
you're exempt from the pain. But we're not exempt from anything because we gotta watch some Adachi slop going on here. We're gonna be pressing some buttons, but we are gonna be getting a nice burst bait though. That was a good call out.
Okay, let's see. So Sioka and your no trying to go for the 5B. Luckily for them, they're not able to punish the burst. And now Adachi is not looking at line. Yeah, forcing the burst, trying to gain as fast as possible. What? That hit from behind? Oh, that's just like Akatsuki in a nutshell. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, but not able to confirm to Narukami, so Narukami is still alive. Bracken took a bit of a toll. Ah, nice 5B punishing that, but no confirm.
Yeah, it's really inconsistent when it comes to pressing 2C after 5BB. Some characters you have to delay it, some you can just press immediately. It's really weird on how some just don't work, and unfortunately it's not going to matter too much because we got the kill anyway.
Classic Adachi 5A after the burst.
JC, never, not quite, okay.
No! Classic Adachi move. Finishing the your thing with... Ah, that was just painful to watch. And yeah, now Crow takes the second game.
Yeah, Crow looking to advance themselves into the next part of the bracket because they're doing it. They're playing Narukami all right. He is doing his goddamn best to make sure that Naeki does not get to play the game.
Yeah, it's a bit like, as I said before, like these two players have like the same mentality that go, run straight to the enemy and try to kill them as fast as possible. But something about is that Crow is like getting away with the most like cursed stuff ever. Very unpredictable stuff. And considering, even though as I said before, Adachi Katsuki is a simple to use team, but lackluster at the end of the day, and he's taking a toll right now.
Honestly, I don't really think that was a team issue in particular. Oh my god, wait, the fucking spacing? Nah, you're nasty. That was fucking insane. Yo. Oh my god.
That was nice. Actually, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that was some of the best sequencing we've seen all night. That was so good. Like, no memes, no me being fucking angry just for the jokes. Like, that was unironically really good. Alright, you lost all my fucking credit there. My bad. Alright, we're back to your regularly scheduled programming. There's the what I would have said. No phone.
Oh, that's not optimal. You could have done more damage, especially if you don't super cancel. Now they can be burstable. Nice call out. It's going to be a confirm because of the counter hit. Think as much as possible. Why are you doing hit riser when you get a cut above? I'm doing ACO into freaking super, even though they were like full screen away. Oh wow.
We like throwing games, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Does that count?
It counts.
That counts.
It counts.
You sound so
Unfortunately, it
defeated.
does count. Unfortunately, it does count.
Dude.
What can I say? That was just fucking depressing. I mean, I know that like command graph was supposed to be a super, but regardless, yeah, the phone still has been committed, and with that, Crow advances.
You know, that barely felt like a phone steal. That more felt like, you know, you're taking advantage of someone tweaking after they just failed an HSR 50-50 and like
That's crazy.
I don't know, bro. That was the kind of phone steal that didn't feel right.
That's not where I was thinking that sentence was going after you said tweaking. I ain't gonna lie, but still, that's crazy.
Oh, okay, my first thought when I said tweaking was the fucking smiling friends gif. Y'all know the one where like Mr. Boss.
The Mr. Boss?
Yep.
Yeah, the Mr. Boss clip. It was so good. That one is like perpetually in my head. The way he moves is so good. I love it so much. But yeah, as much as I love watching Smiling Friends, I like sponsoring our players even more because, you know, I was thinking of doing a Matcherino show, but I don't think we're actually on the ad read yet. Yeah, no, we're good. But we are still waiting for Ryaza, so we're probably gonna do it anyway. If y'all want to support our players, right? Y'all want to see more people playing in the last few WNFs before we finish, I think supporting to the match arena is a pretty good way of doing that. You know, just showing that these people can get rewarded for playing the game that they love. Just doing the things that they enjoy. And that's hard to come by sometimes. So I definitely think every single one of the people that have come to bracket today would appreciate that. I'm going to do my part too. I'm going to donate $1 just to tell Fish to go fuck himself.
That was so wholesome, and then...
No, you know how I feel!
And then... all the pent up anger, you're just throwing it away tonight. And
Look, you gotta throw a curveball every now and again, right?
Yeah,
You know.
can you donate $2? Because I would say I donate $1 as well, but I'm broke.
I got you. $2 for you.
Just do it for me. For our dear players. But yeah, we're going to see Serena Smile against Riaso. This is going to be a very chaotic match. Both of these players very talented. But both of these teams usually like handle neutral in a very like different way. I'm curious how Serena is going to like manage against like the powerhouse that is like 9.
Escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, it's. This is why I said this kind of match would be pretty fun, because it's kind of hard to see where anything would happen until we get knocked down. But then again, it's the 9 walled matchup, so like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is basically game for walled, bro. He's dead. He's gone. Wait, are we catching out?
Oh wow!
Shit, I guess we
No
are.
way! Oh, they don't have enough for a super. Oh, that means that Wolfen is still alive, like in life support, but still alive. That's very huge for Serene. But it's like an off-field battle right now.
Yeah, no. Somehow the character lived, so you know, he's gonna be able to return to our regularly scheduled neutral for now. Oh my god, wait, crazy confirmed. Damn.
Okay, they were able to manage to get enough like might mirror. Oh, what? That JC was able to do it that way? Oh, that was very close. Oh, nice burst. Oh. Nothing for them. 5C was punished by a super. Oh, once again trying to use the TP as an anti. Interesting.
I low-key almost wish that 5C recovered in time, because it would be really funny if Wall just had 0 recovery on it for some reason. But yeah, we're gonna be going back to the neutral here. Just nice confirm on the command grab for a bit. I honestly don't know how I feel about it, just because, you know, keeping Walled in for this long, kind of scary.
Oh no, trying to get with a 4A punish, but nothing happened, and 9 is out of the picture right now. But still, Yumi on Resonance against Walls that did some life support. But looking good, but with this DP, oh, it's looking like a bright future right now for him.
Oh boy, here we go. The double George on screen, call it a sandwich. This is a 4v2 going on right now. We got the assist on screen with no cooldown, bro. Let's go.
Oh, what? Oh, wow, that was able to hit. I think that was good. No! That hit both of the characters, and now they're in a very tough situation. Oh, they tried to fade the freaking grab, and they still got thrown. That's very funny. They have... Oh, no! They were able to confirm it.
Bro.
Oh.
Like, how did we fumble this match in, like, every conceivable way? Plus unblock? Yeah?
Match of shit right there.
Dude, this game... I have no words. I have no words. What the fuck?
I mean, at the end of the day, at least they were able to recover after that drop in the corners. And they were able to get 2 supers. So at the end, I guess, yeah, good things happen. Regardless, it's just the first game. Riaso still has a chance, but right now Serene looking fine.
Yeah, no, fine is definitely a good way to describe that. Ow.
Oh.
Okay, I know that looked really cool, but he wasted a lot of resonance on that. Not resonance, I'm sorry, CC pop. So like, I don't know how I feel about it, because now we're in an unblock situation. I don't know.
Well,
We can't
at least
swipe here.
Wilson was able to get out of the corner, which is very good. But keeping Wilson like still there is kind of dangerous, considering like how low skill is. Well, at least now they actually switch back to Rachel, but sadly they're all the way to the other corner, and they need to now block this.
Yeah. Good luck, Lamau. XD.
YOLO
Nine.
MP3.
Huh?
Because you're saying like some like cool shit, and you remind me of my dad trying to keep with the kids. Say like, oh, yo XD Lemao, and they will say like MP3 and stuff. So that's why I say it.
That's kind of adorable. I can't lie, that's actually kind of cute. But what isn't cute is the fact that JC worked the third fucking time.
Why?
I think Ryazo is just trying to like find a consistent way to answer this because every single time he's been in this situation, he's gotten fucked over for it.
Oh, once again, going to the corner. Okay, fine. 50-50. They try to read a push block and try to get an unblockable over there. I think up at the end, but right now it's just tough. Yeah, that was just a Hail Mary, try to see if anything happens. When in that like stage of the game, especially with Wolstein and not having that much to work with, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, Hail Mary is probably the best way to describe that. It's really, really rough to try and make anything happen there. Wald isn't a character that necessarily struggles with comebacks, but he's definitely not one that's like known for it. And especially against a character like 9, even if you have low health like that, it really doesn't make a difference. It is so rough.
It's fine. It's still like very early on the set. Right now they're tied 1-1. I think like both of them have like any potential. It's just about like who gets like the control of the neutral first, which is easier said than done.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna be getting control of neutral in that way this quickly, then I'd imagine it's making a lot more of a difference here, because this is the exact position that Ryazo doesn't want to be in, and thankfully he's able to get out of that. Gonna be able to spend the bar to not only let 9 heal a little more, but to get a better positioning. Got bursted out though, and we are gonna be getting crossed up by the George. Just already scrambling.
Yeah, that was so messed up. I would have gone to base. Oh, but now I compressed it with the most XP. Scarlet Veins. The active switch back to the corner. Oh, but they messed up with the unfortunate situation. And now with that, Rachel is able to, you know, take capitalize over it and get out of the corner, and now return back to Rachel.
Yeah, we're back here, and Serene finally capitalizing on a lot of these hits, gonna be able to get a decent low off of the burst punish situation. We're not quite able to punish, but we are gonna be getting a safe command grab setup, which was honestly pretty strong. Gonna be trying to set up for this wall here, and baiting the throw, doing a second one there, gonna be able to tech it out. This is actually a pretty good situation for Serene so far. Oh, dead character?
Nice for being able
Oh my
to
god.
get hit one of them. Oh, but even though it was a happy birthday, there wasn't a way to capitalize. They were too far away, and no tools to work with. Oh, that's still amazing for Serene.
Yeah, gonna be getting a nice hard bait, and I feel like you'd prefer to kill a 9 in that situation. It makes a lot more sense. So the fact that we're able to do so, gonna be forcing Yumi to waste a lot of his resonance timers. What I would have said if we didn't go straight into the super here to just maximize our timer and get a decent amount of damage off of it too. We're not gonna be able to kill off the next hit, I don't think, unless we get like a really good throw or something. But gonna be able to get out of that situation though. Wow, we're actually throwing 236Bs. Why? Why did we do that? I'm actually, like, genuinely confused. What was the thought process?
Maybe they thought because Rachel was getting hit, that maybe Wolstein was going to like press a button so they can like avoid that and maybe catch them with a super. But maybe that's too far-fetched. I have no idea.
I honestly wish I could tell you. He was looking for 5A. Maybe. Regardless of what it is, we're going to be moving on to the next match with Serene actually in the lead, you know? Maybe this Walled 9 matchup is a 5-5 after all. Fucking... She doesn't get to play the game, clearly. Gonna be able to set up
right now. Oh no! All gone. Shout out to Scarlet Vein. And now it's all the way to the corner.
incredibly interesting way of trying to escape the unblockable. Really funny. I'm gonna be calling assist here to try and get a bit of a better confirm when it comes to the unblockable situation. Going for a cross up here, but yeah, no. Good luck. And we're getting a punish with the 6th period. Not quite dead, I don't think, unless we're able to extend for long enough to get the assist, which we are, because Yumi is indeed a character. You know, the character you can pick on the character's life screen.
Oh no, the bait and throw. It's going to be, yeah, counter hit, doing a classy route, and with that, it's a dead wall sign. And once again, we're going to have a tied score, 2-2. Now we prepare to game 5.
Now, I would usually take this time to really think about how Serene would go about this next match, but knowing him, he's probably just laughing in his chair thinking, man, this night character's so silly. So I can't really go into the thought process why Serene is doing the things that he is. He's such a whimsical guy. But when it comes to Ryazo's side, I definitely feel like it's more just a, you know, damage control. Because letting Serene play their game is definitely not something you want, because regardless of how, you know, unconventional it can be, it can be pretty frustrating to move around. But if we're going to be pressing a 5v that disjointed, who cares about how unconventional something can be?
Okay, at the end, even though they took like a ton of hits, they were able to get like amazing hits against 9, so now like the health is even, pretty much. We're going back to neutral, trying to get in, trying to put some pressure with some projectiles. Right now, it's like pretty much everyone's game. Like one bad decision on neutral can really like put like the piece of the match. And right now, Green putting 9 on the corner. Oh, but lucky for them, they were on the course.
Yeah, and that's most likely a dead character. Yeah. Had just enough time to active swap and keep the unburstable property before we're able to kill the character. This is not the worst situation at the end, but you definitely would prefer to have Rachel alive for this particular moment. Oh yeah, that throw is not going to help either.
All the time of resonance is getting totally wasted. There goes the resonance, now they need to deal with this unblockable. They weren't able to escape the corner. Oh, that's unfortunate. Once again, they are putting in a situation that's very, very hard to manage.
Yeah, you know, once Wald was inside the corner and got thrown, it was probably a GG situation. Which you can't really say about a lot of teams, but it's definitely one of the ones that would happen here. Dude. Nine the Phantom is the character of all time. I can't say anything different about it. Man.
Yeah, that character makes me sad. Like, even though, like, great characters still struggle against her, really says a lot. Now, put, like, someone, like a size of Wolf in that kind of, like, situation. It's very, very rough for the player. But either way, both of them, I think, did like a very good job. It was a very, very close set. And so I'm very, like, proud of both players. So yeah, that was good. And now we are moving back to the winner side of things with the winners final that we are going to see Bomba Chonga against Sonicun.
Oh, dude, right. We've been in losers for so long. I forgot that matchup was happening. Okay, so I'm in a level with you, right?
Yeah.
I think Bumba is going to have a really hard time with this matchup, not only because of the player matchup, but because of the characters themselves, too. Labrys, as good as her JB is, I wouldn't say is particularly strong at dealing with, you know, heart holding at her. As good as JB is, it is a slow button, so you have to use it somewhat predictably. And, you know, being forced to predictably do something is definitely not the best idea. Especially considering, you know, if Heart starts flying at you with the stanky leg JB, you're probably going to get hit before you're able to interrupt her. And that makes a huge difference. Because if you're not able to control heart, then what reason does she have to respect you in any capacity? I'm genuinely unsure, and I think this is probably gonna be a bit of an uphill battle to climb for Bumba. I don't know if you feel any different.
I do have the same sentiment, especially with the character like Labyrinth. Doesn't have that much to work with. Like the fastest button usually is like very grounded, and even though she has like Jeans 4P, at least to try to manage something in the air, like Heart still can manage it if you can do like the homing. Like the thing that Heart is that she can like accommodate like every situation on her favor when she has the right like opportunities. And Bomba right now, is, as you said, is an uphill battle. As you see, yeah, over there, the JB wasn't avoided because of the home dash, so it's kind of those situations. You cannot pin down her, you cannot like control her, so that means that she's going to be all over your face, right to be overwhelmed next possible.
Yeah, no, and overwhelming is the name of the game, but I honestly think we're doing a good job of tempering those expectations for now. Just throwing out a lot of projectiles, DPing right back when Sonic-kun does a Q. Using JC to deal with the love balls, which is a very interesting choice, especially considering it does not seem as consistent as you would hope. Gonna be getting a nice happy birthday, not quite able to stabilize it though, gonna be getting a nice knockdown here.
Oh, Red Axe is on favor, and that's a death heart.
Yeah,
Oh, that's huge for Bomba.
Yeah, good ZP here, gonna be able to get out of that defensive situation. Did not want to get hit by that overhead, especially when so little health is on the board. Oh, man.
Oh! That shouldn't have happened. Oh, right now Bomba has like the power.
I'm honestly surprised you were able to get a full pickup off of the CD there. That did not look like... Yeah, okay, so I remember making a point about this earlier. J214 into Resonance Pop does not seem very good, because you're still minus after. I don't know, I feel like there are better ways of doing it. Like, if we're gonna pop into Resonance anyway, then I feel like spending both bars to do EX Chain Knuckle and to C follow-up just to get the, the pop-up, your plus after. It would make more sense, I think. That's just spitballing off the top of my head, though. Depending.
Well,
But-
on paper, I guess it can work because it's like investment. Just you spend like some bars that you're going to get eventually when you get in resonance. But maybe because of the heat of the moment, usually you don't like think straight on those kind of situations. Especially since just a moment ago Jin died, they just like pick up like this like out of the blue punish. So maybe that's why they say to go for like the most like muscle memory kind of habit that they have. But yeah, that's a shame that it's still minus.
Yeah, it is what it is. I definitely think some characters have better resonance setup than others. Narukami is definitely one of them. That character can fucking combo into it. Like, that is some privilege type shit. But we are not in a battle of privilege right now because we are watching 3 low tiers on the screen. And I definitely think that is not something we could say very often within the current landscape of the meta. Why? Please tell me it was supposed to be a push block. I am begging you.
Well, regardless, at least Sonic-kun like fumbled it a bit, so it wasn't like a full body, so Jin is still alive. But yeah, look at that. Usually, when Jin has troubles on the air, JB is like the key like factor to avoid it. But Heart doesn't care. So that's kind of things that put Bomba Chunga out of like their comfort zone. So right now, even though right now they have like a bit of like advantage, it's still like a uphill battle. Look at that.
Wait, what? Why did we spend the extra bar? We could have killed. It didn't matter, but why? I know that S forward seeker has a low minimum damage, especially after all that scaling. But I don't know. I feel like getting the DHC there would have been better because I'm pretty sure at that height you could still do like late hit 4A or something. And since hard is privileged and you're able to do cross rate no matter what, you might have had time to swap. I don't know. I feel like that was definitely not the right decision to make. And that is important because you want to min-max the amount of interactions the opponent gets to do. You don't want to let them play the game.
Yeah, we are absolutely correct. well, regardless, right now they're playing a bit this time more passively. This time around, they try like to play the correct game. Boba right now doesn't care. Answer placing, trying to get in as fast as possible, trying to pin S down. But right now not looking that great for Bomba. Getting some hits. Oh, amazing JB to avoid the super. They wasted all the resources, and Harden got hit, S didn't got hit, and now they do like Wednesday.
Yeah, though I honestly don't think Bumba's in that bad of a position here. Like, we're not calling Jin that much, we're kind of just sitting down, letting him heal a good bit, and like, it definitely doesn't feel like he's necessarily losing the match just yet. Just gotta be a little bit patient here. Good navigation around the EX Brenway too.
Oh, nice. At least they got like a nice DP punish. Not that much damage, but at least they're going to like get in the corners.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that was a poor routing moment. Like, we didn't get the knockdown that we wanted because we weren't able to really set up the position either. There was a lot of little missteps there that definitely led to a bad situation. Speaking of bad situations, I don't think that Sony-kun wanted to call assist there, and that probably affected how that set was about to go right then and there, but Bumba's really just getting worn down here.
Oh no, Jin is down, 0 bars, level 3 resonance. Doesn't feel like great. Heart pretty much is full health. It's still rocking a nice amount of damage, and with that DP punish, I think that's going to be probably it with a cross rate. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's going to be the character dead, and Bumba sent to losers. I believe that was a 3-0?
Yes, trio.
Yeah, what a unfortunate situation to be in. I don't envy Bumba at all. Playing into heart, probably one of the most frustrating things to do. And I think in terms of keeping his mentality intact, he definitely did a good job of doing that. I think it's just a matter of making sure your hits matter, and it kind of went back to the whole not capitalizing off of the hits that you do get situation. It's unfortunate, for sure.
Yeah, they were able to navigate in great like scenes. They were able to get some scenarios going. They were able to navigate through them, but still, like, something fell off. And that thing is that the hits that Bomba got weren't that substantial. Like, I felt like every time they got like a combo, there wasn't like a nice ender, and at the end, like Sonic was able to turn to neutral and capitalize out of it. Like, it's very unfortunate, but it's like something that Labris sometimes like has to deal with.
Yeah, fair point, fair point. And ideally we'll be able to see a little bit more of that when it comes to later in the set, because, you know, nobody's out just yet. That was a sent to losers, so Bumba's sitting in winners finals right now, guaranteed 3rd place. And at minimum guaranteed, how much we got in the pot right now? $27 at least? At least fucking $270? That's enough to buy a taco, you know? I think that's worth the investment for sure.
It actually is, you know. I can tell you, because I'm professional on that.
Oh, I wasn't going there with that. Holy shit! I was just saying a taco is like $2.
It compares because I know the prices, because I love tacos.
Oh, I mean, fuck yeah, we love tacos in this household. What's your favorite taco?
I don't know how to say it in English. It's pastor, but I don't know how to say it in English. I don't know if there's like a way to say it.
Here, I'm not Hispanic enough, I'm sorry. I have to look this up.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, that's on pastor. Okay, yeah. I see what you mean. No, that's super good. Especially with a little bit of lime on top. Oh my fucking god.
Oh yeah.
You go crazy.
Now you're speaking. Now I'm hungry. But you know what? I'm hungry for more matches though. So now we're back again to losers side. Now we're on semifinals, and now we're facing Ryasu against Crow. This time around they go for Hakumen. I guess why, to avoid like any of shenanigans with the seed. So let's see if it pays off. No.
Yo, the code! Oh my god! Yo! That might have been the most book open to page 472, line 12 type shit, bro. What was that? Hello? Nah, dude. Don't lose this game. I'm begging you, don't lose this game.
Oh, it doesn't look that great. Well, like, at least it's a Katsuki, they can avoid the shield. No, so they're able to get some damage going on. But they don't have any more resonance. And the amount of mirror they can work in is not that great. Yumi's full health right now, probably not going to switch anytime soon. After that, look at it.
Yeah.
And now, yeah, doesn't look great. Oh.
He definitely thought he was onto something there. Dude. I'm in like actual reeling shock over that situation. What the fuck?
We just witnessed a murder, and I feel sad. It looks like you know, when the car crashes, it's horrible, but you cannot look away. Oh, that was brutal. And with that, Ryasa takes the first game.
Yeah, Rialto very convincingly taking that first game. Finally, oh dude, I thought Crow had a good hit there, but no, just I feel like the name of the game of this tournament has been lack of conversions on a lot of players. And, you know, that's hard to consider sometimes, because, like, it's not always easy to be ready for any sort of confirm, but I feel like it's just losing a lot of momentum here, and especially in a situation like this, you were already conditioned to not DP on wake up, like, I don't know, bro. It's rough. It's bleak.
Oh. Okay, that was a weird camera, but it makes sense what happened. It was still active. At the clock, but yeah, not looking fine right now. Oh yeah, especially with that. Even though Hakumen has long range, it still like takes a while. So it's if you need, there are a lot of like of frames, and with that, very convincingly as well. The second game taken by Rias.
It's honestly really funny because you would think that this team in particular would have a really easy time dealing with 9, because there are two of the few characters in the game that could realistically force 9 to do any sort of RPS when it comes to seed Oki.
Oh no.
But man, like, it really doesn't feel that way. It does not feel good, and I definitely think that's the reasoning behind swapping to Yudachi here. Though I'm not quite sure the reasoning behind picking a character you're not as proficient in.
Yeah. Adachi against 9 is not that great overall. It's one of the few characters that can actually interrupt like Adachi's gameplay, and they are forced to play differently. So let's see if this actually pays off. Maybe they feel more comfortable with these characters, but right now they're looking that right.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking good at the moment. Trying to avoid the seed at any cost, but man, calling the assist there, character's probably dead, especially if we're building that 4th bar. That's definitely gonna be it. Gonna be killing the Narukami with the first one, gonna be getting a second super here. Man. You know, very rarely does it ever feel like there was a sweep so bad that you have to just look at what happened and be like, Jesus Christ. But I firmly believe that was probably one of the hardest matches to come back from in any capacity, and it's going to take a lot of review in order to, you know, take something meaningful from this and look how to go about it in the future. Not even because Crow was playing bad per se. It was just complete and utter dominance there, which is rare.
Yeah, characters like 9 sometimes, since it's one of the few characters that can like just straight up like control neutral no matter what at some situation, it seems to be like pretty much like impenetrable, impossible to deal with. That also takes a toll on somebody. And then you have like some characters that even though they have like the to work against like 9 shenanigans, The unblockable situation is not all that Nine brings to the table. It's a lot of a lot of things. So even though you can, yes, avoid the Sith and the unblockable or a hard blockable, sometimes you don't get that, and sometimes that's something. It's very very important because I see the vision, and I understand why. Sometimes they try to make some plays, but it's unfortunate. It's so unfortunate.
Yeah, man, I do sincerely wish that could have been a different case, but it really is what it is. Not much more to add to that, aside from Bumba's gonna be put through a very similar thing if he isn't prepared for how to deal with this. And he's not playing characters that forces Nine to do any sort of RPS, so he's gotta make it work.
Yeah, it's going to be very very tough. If Hard was already a big threat, now putting 9 on the blender is not going to be easy. Especially Raija, that I noticed that straight up they try to match after like a bit of a drop. These kind of characters like can have like those kind of things. And right now Bomba is straight up going to the corner and getting another 50.
Yeah, man, like, I don't even think bursting and Labras was worth it there, because now you're gonna be forced to play with a character with quite literally 0 health in the board. It's... I don't know, man, like, this is the kind of thing that you just have to be inherently ready for, and if your team doesn't have a good option for dealing with it, then, like, good luck.
Level 2 Resonance, not that much. Well, you have bars to work with, but not enough health to put that on practice. So yeah, that's pretty much like very fast game 1.
Yeah, game's over already. And Bumba... Okay, so ultimately in order to avoid a game checkmate situation is to be able to play the neutral in such a way where you won't have to block, right? That makes a big difference. However, kind of hard to do that with a character that teleports so much. I know I sound a bit defeatist about this, it's just definitely a bit rough when it comes to navigation here. You're a lot more reliant on how your assist is moving. You just need to be ready to be able to call things out, but if we're going to be getting the Bumba Chunga TN kind of hit, then I think it makes a big difference. Didn't quite go for the alt tech, but we are going to be push blocking away from the unblockable overhead. Good defense so far.
Oh, nice burst. I'm going to see it. There wasn't any assist to punish that burst. It's fine. Oh, nice. He actually connecting. Going all the way to the corner. Oh, trying to get something out of it. Oh, nice. Leaving the push with a nice car and then finish off with a 5B and a super. And now it's looking very right for Bomba. It's still a bit dangerous facing a Yumi, especially level 3 resonance. But again, nice callouts. That push block again, getting punished. Not that much damage, but still getting all the they can. Oh, nice patience at the bait. Oh, that's great. Oh, but the drop sadly happened. It's still, Bomba has all right now leader the world.
Yeah, and it's genuinely working in his favor at the moment. Like, Bumba has a particular way of navigating neutral, and I firmly believe that's exactly what needs to be the case within these last few games, and you know, he's proving me wrong. The neutral is exactly where you need to thrive, and he is doing just that.
They played perfectly. Like, this time around, they were able to, like, manage the neutral pretty well. 9 is very overwhelming to pick again. Especially if you have very, very slow balls in the air as Labris. They might be humongous, yeah, but they can be punished if they are not easy enough. And they have, like, a great awareness call. They knew about the habits of push blocking that Riaz had. So yeah, that was well played by Bomba.
Oh yeah, they made a good job last time, though swinging into the void this time definitely did not help their chances here. Trying to go for a good setup here. I like the timing on the burst so that they waited for Riazo to already jump through in order to deal with it. Not quite the best use of meter there. Maybe tried to keep Ryazu away for a little bit longer, just chipping away with these JBs and different neutral parts, just trying to make something happen.
Wow, Jamie and Baby, that was. At least they returned back to neutral. Oh, that was just dirty. At least there wasn't any conversion because maybe they assumed they were going to burst. At this time, they do. Oh, that was a nice throw bait. Oh, but at the end, that burst and the air dash in the JA of Yumi like put a toll on that. And now they're going to the corner.
Good reaction on blocking the 2C there, but unfortunately got called out on the pressure reset, and that's going to be a dead character. Swap to 9, go straight for the super, and the Labris is down.
Oh, level 2 resonance, no bar, not looking that good. They have right now the clock and the clock. So yeah, it's going to be very, very hard for Boba to manage.
Did he try to jump? He didn't get hit by anything there.
Yeah, I think they tried to jump out because of the 4 frames. They takes to like get out of the ground. I think they got like caught out of that. Not that though, never mind.
Yeah, character's gone. And that's gonna be a 2-1 Ryazo's favor.
Still, I think Bomba is able to, was able to manage it. It feels like it's confident of how to play against this matchup. It's just like some unfortunate like chain of events happened, but I think that Bomba has like strong like presence overall in the show still.
Yeah, I mean, once he's able to establish himself in set neutral, it definitely makes a lot more sense for him to play the way that he is. He's able to put himself on the screen and make Ryazu respected to some degree. It's just a matter of not being put in the position where he's forced to block for any meaningful amount of time. And, you know, avoiding situations like that where Ryazu is going to burst, oh my god, and getting an and happy birthday too. Thankfully, it was the P1 side that got hit first, so we were able to block the overhead too. Honestly, really good defense from Dumbo so far. Oh, tried to mash on the TK Fireball. Oh my god, Yumi.
Oh, that's unfortunate. At least he didn't took that much damage. Pretty much Labris still has some level life health. I know they were able to hit 9, not enough CC. They're able to active switch, trying to set up the mirror and get more pressing neutral.
I find it so interesting. Like, in a situation like this, I feel like you would really want to, you know, take some screen space as soon as possible. But it kind of just seems like Bumble was very content just sitting in the corner position that he was in. And unfortunately, it looks like he's going to be sitting there for the rest of the game too, because we're going to be getting hit load. Maybe tried to up back and got caught before we could do so. And Bumba's going to be not quite losing just yet, but we are in a precarious situation with I guess.
Oh no! Oh, that was one of the best fates in the century! But he's not dead! Oh, what? Oh, I haven't seen that in years, man.
Dude,
Wow!
come on. Come on. I have no words. That was honestly really cool.
Honestly, yeah. They just like DP, like betting like a simple platter opportunity. But the clock was already ticking and it freaking exploded. And they have like enough height after the super able to confirm after the 5A because it's so freaking fast. And that was cool. But wow, like very unexpected.
That is the love of the game. Like, I can't even phrase it any other way. This is the kind of thing that makes it intriguing to watch BBTAG in any capacity. You know, a 7-year-old game, being able to learn new things and see new things because of how creative players can be, it makes so much sense, and it just propels my belief to see more things and continue to support the scene as much as we can. It's just a nice thing to hear, and I don't really even have the words to express that properly.
That was beautiful. 10 out of 10 speech.
God, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, I was being serious, okay. your speech sucks. You said a lot of so that means not so professional. SMH. Work on your stuff. They changed the room. What happened?
I
I
one more Maturino shill, guys.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. But yeah, it's match arena time, baby. There's still a chance for you guys to, help our players out. So if you have enjoyed the show, if you want to support our competitors tonight, go ahead and contribute to our match arena. Remember that every time of donation, you can add a message, and then us at the commentary booth are going to read it. Right now we have from Mido. Actually, do you want to read it?
Yeah, sure, I got it. I wanted to tell Fish that he is actually a really talented artist and that I'm super proud of him and everything he's done so far. You've done a really good job, and I want you to know that you are a fantastic artist and that you should keep producing. Smile.
Well, that's great. Isn't
Oh,
that
God.
sweet?
You
That's
kept the
well.
silence for too long, damn you.
It's because, what else I was I was trying with my script. But yeah, I think with that said, we're ready to move on to the match. But yeah, don't enter the match arena, guys. Please and thank you. Our players will be very grateful.
Yeah, that'd be great. Please do. Thank you.
What were we talking about before?
We were talking about how this set in particular, I feel like has become the monkey versus scrub set. I think we've seen Ryazo versus Sodikun more than we've seen any other player, and not that that's a bad thing per se, but it's definitely something that you'll notice that we're all getting filtered, bro. We're getting fucking filtered. We need to do better as a community.
Oh, you poor thing. You can't even see how
I can take
outclassed you
both.
are.
Yeah, man.
Oh, never mind. I fucking suck, man. That's why Sonic-kun is doing my job right now.
I didn't say all that, but the confidence. Oh, bro, dog.
Oh.
Okay, like I know the confirm wasn't as good as it probably you wanted it to be. Probably, I think that's the first time I've ever seen someone contest fucking Nefrite.
Oh, nice awareness, able to punish that with a DP. DP order on, Lucky Prudent 6P was able to punish, so it wasn't like that much to capitalize.
Good crouch to avoid the fireball there. Just really good spacing from Sonic-kun too. Able
Nice
to block.
defense, able to block the JC.
Yeah, was forced to burst the situation. The active frames on the 5B making a big difference when it comes to dealing with that situation. I'm gonna be forced to block the Hailstorm. I actually don't know what that's called, the spell, but it doesn't really matter. Gonna be forced to block the JB, but not quite able to do so. Didn't meaty with the projectile, nor press JB, so we probably could have avoided that. Maybe jumped a little bit too late, but it wasn't any sort of exclamation thing or anything. That's a dead S.
Oh wow, yeah. With the clock setup, that's 10k. Solo hard, not that far-fetched. Oh, but yeah, they were in a very tough situation, and that GB will reach very, very far away. And with that, that's the first game. But right now, Riazu is from loser side, so they need to win 6 games, 3 to do the bracket reset, and then another 3 to win the whole tournament. And the other side, Sonic-kun is from winners, so just 3 games will suffice. But right now, Riazu coming with a vengeance.
He wants to claim the bracket for his birthday, and I can't blame him. That's the kind of thing that is kind of fitting for that kind of situation. So, the more of that, the better. And I firmly believe he's in a position to do so if he continues playing like that. But if we're going to be continuing to get hit by Brenner, maybe not. Fucking 9 is already down to 70% health.
Oh wow! They tried to punish the 4-3 with a 4-8 and they got a funny face. Yeah, right now they're looking that great for that, but nice Scarlet Vein to avoid the projectile. And now catching a bit of hard, but of course all S. And with that, look at all that damage they took.
Yeah, man, this is super rough. Fucking the amount of times that Sony-kun has been put on the back foot almost immediately. Good recognition to jump out of these situations. Just not quite sure if Ryazo was going to commit something unblockable, and that was not the case. No meter to confirm the far hit 5 PP, but we are going to be able to establish a bit more of the pressure here. Just really not allowing for anything to happen, really. What the fuck happened?
I think they tried to home dash cancel to avoid the clock, but at the end they got by 5p of Yumi. But it was hard to see because there was a lot of colors.
That's another statement, yeah. Almost as much as if it's a statement to be able to kill the character here. I'm actually not sure what the S Yumi matchup is like, but if it's anything like we just saw there, Jesus Christ, that was some privilege. I think Yumi is the only character that would have dropped on, unironically.
Right now they need to be very careful. One bad decision from both players, but especially Sonicum because they're going against Yumi. Can really take a toll, especially with that. Look at all that chip damage because of it's over. And I think that was a push block attempt, or maybe they were trying to catch them like mid-air with an unblockable. But regardless, it didn't pay off, and Ryazo is closer and closer to a reset.
No, that was definitely supposed to be a push block, yeah. When it comes to Sony-kun specifically and their push block habits, they really like push blocking after a jump situation, or if they're forced into a staircase situation where they're like all the way from the air to the ground. They like doing fuzzy push block there, but didn't quite work out the way that they were hoping, I don't think.
Makes sense.
Oh, again with the active frames of 5B. Yeah, just unironically, that as a media has actually been proving a lot of a problem for Ryazo. Not able to do exactly what he wants on Wake Up, despite the fact that he's not quite able to melee properly. Oh yeah, didn't block the low on the second hit there, trying to make something happen. Oh,
That's unfortunate. Oh, now Harry's taking all the damage. All the way to the corner. Oh, but they drop it, they were too far away. They're still in a very, very precarious situation. But they're able to navigate perfectly with home dash cancel.
Not just going to be avoiding the situation here. The late hit of the seed not quite putting in. The burst coming in so early that the punish on it was not quite what they were expecting. Trying to... I think the pressure is really on Sony-kun to try and make something happen in these last few seconds, just to make sure that, 9 doesn't get to heal much, and the less time that Ryazo has to call CC, the better.
Oh, nice beam, returning back to neutral. Oh, navigating nice against the aerial raid. Going back to 9. Now 9 is on point, which is very, very dangerous. Oh, but not able to stabilize it.
Yeah, good super. Kill the character. Even if you don't have any meter, it really doesn't make a difference here. But we are going to be landing with the JA, and that's going to be not that much damage, actually.
Before they will take it.
Why does he keep doing that?
I have no idea.
Yeah. That's a dead character.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Once again, the DP habits of Sonicum. We can toll them. Once again! And I think that's going to be an Astral.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt in my mind. That's a dead character. And a reset. Man. Sony really betted on a DP twice and was wrong both times. I have to wonder what that does for your mental. Does that fuck with you? Do you look at that and think that, man, I got outplayed? I'm honestly not sure, but it's definitely going to be something that Sony has to consider moving into this next set.
Yeah, considering all that mental stack, now that you don't have like that safe space of 6 game away, now they're like on the same terms. Bracket reset. I think if one guy can do it, it's Sony-kun. He has lots of resilience in this kind of situation, but they're facing against a very, very tough opponent. But they have done great things when it goes to neutral. But sometimes I see that Rios is taking advantage of those little habits that Sonic has, especially with DP and push blocks. Like if that most importantly.
Oh, looks like you
Yeah,
might be
no,
more fun than I
2000%.
thought.
It's.
Can't escape from crossing
I wish there was a better way to describe it, but that really is just the, the epitome of the situation. Yeah, trying to set up the unblockable. Once again, just getting caught by the low. I'm not sure if Sony is still like holding up after blocking the JA or anything, but it definitely seems like he isn't quite comfortable moving around these situations where, seed is placed on block. Just a lot of control from Liazo, but with a good confirm is going to be changing that right back up.
Not that much damage, but at least they are able to avoid the burst. And nice 5-6. We didn't expect to happen. Oh, that was very nasty overhead into a super, so we can avoid any bursting. Right now, oh, amazing burst punish. Nino's looking that nice, and now Yumi is in a very tough situation in the corner again. So this is looking very, very nice for him.
I'm not 100% sure if he meant to double jump on that Loki situation there. That definitely lost him a lot of the pressure that he probably desperately needs in this kind of matchup. But, man, I'm actually kind of shocked that Ryazo swapped back into 9 here. He has such low health with her that being in a CC situation generally not that scary. But I would have been a lot more scared for... I was gonna say Ryazo, but... with this much health suddenly being deleted from Sony's side, it's not looking good.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But at least I think Yumi is going to die, yeah. And now both of them, very similar situation of last game, both of them level 4 resonance, trying to get in as fast as possible. That's interesting. But yeah, let's see what's going on here.
Okay, thank God. I was worried that Sodi was gonna get it in with like one punch and then finally be able to do something with it, but thankfully that was not the case. What the fuck happened there? God damn.
I think Sonic assumed that he was dead and he didn't expect to land and survive. So I don't know. It was very, very hard to tell because of the camera angle. Going all the way there and then going back down, and the camera takes like a bit to get back into position. I will get confused as well.
Get ready. Get ready.
I don't know, man. It's definitely not something you want to be in the situation of. That kind of thing, it really just feels bad to be in that situation, and
Can't escape from crossing
I don't envy it on my worst enemy, honestly. But Sony-kun's gonna have to shake it off. Regardless of how many games you've lost, you still have the opportunity to come back from it, and I think he has the mentality to do so. They're gonna be getting hit with the unblockable, or specifically the low, and we are gonna be not killing, I don't think, but oh no, the fuck up on the side swap there. Probably wanted to punish with 2 and 4B, but wasn't able to do so.
Oh, that's going to be huge. Always let's hope Sonic is able to capitalize, but right now, yeah, they put themselves in a very, very rough position. And now all the way back to the other corner. 50-50 against Yumin. Oh, but they rolled the ticket and defense, nice.
Yeah, that's all we really need to get the situation going, and Sony's not looking bad so far. I know the health kind of says differently, but a CC situation is not something you should ever be sad about, especially if we're getting a nice CC swap like that. Good shit.
Oh yeah, having all the flashbacks.
Oh.
Oh no, they got thrown. Oh yeah, that's going to be a dead card for sure.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. You don't want to burst that because, you'd prefer to have the healthier character when it comes to dealing with the 2v1 situation. Because the character was dying no matter what, and it looks like Sonic-kun really didn't give a shit about the last DPs that he went through because we're just doing more of them.
One of them should work once at least. Maybe Sonic-kun lives by that. Oh no! Yeah, that's tough. Hope that chance of being able to get like challenge. It's quite weird, but if a character can do it, it's nice.
Brother.
Oh no!
What the fuck happened there? Like, genuinely, what was the thought process?
I don't know, but you know, it kind of worked. Oh, that's real. X snowbirds on resonance. Feels bad, man. That
That is
also
what
felt
we
bad.
would say. Not dead, I don't think. No? Never mind, I'm a liar. God damn. Sony
That
taking
was
the
a
first game
JB
of the
starter.
set. Yeah, I mean, counter JB does a decent amount of damage, I think.
Oh yeah, I just didn't expect to, you know, actually like heal. But the combo theory with Sonic-kun, it's always like on top.
Fair enough, yeah, fair enough. That is definitely a decent thing to point out there. I think when it comes to this matchup in particular, it comes down to a lot of just being able to work around the 9. You know, Yumi assists are doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, for sure. But if you're not able to lock down the 9, then it definitely makes a big difference here, and that's one of those prime situations we see right then and there. Tried to up back out of the situation, got hit by the anti-air after the fact, and we took about 6.5k for it. Tried to get out of the situation once again, and once again got anti-aired. Like, just really unable to feel themselves within the neutral whatsoever.
Oh, this time around they were already after the burst. They're not going all the way to the corner. Yeah, this time around after the active switch. Oh, but they mess it up. Leaving at least Sonic-kun some time to breathe. Maybe trying to get out of the corner, but it's still so hard against this character. Once again with the anti-air, so wow.
Yeah, Sony hasn't gotten to play the game. Like, I think every single one of these hits has been some sort of anti-air, which it's not easy to do, especially on part I know of all characters. You know, not a character that is notoriously known for being anti-aired. Bro.
Wow. A bit charged 5e, like on neutral without setup. That's something I don't see that often. And look at Tank. That's bad. No, they didn't confirm on it. And now 9 was able to escape, and now is Yumi pretty much full health.
Yeah, that was forced to push block there. Not quite able to kill, I don't think, but we are going to be spending a lot of time building a good amount of resonance here. Resonance is what I meant by meter. But yeah, I mean, not undoable.
Oh, using the clash frames against it. Oh, that was lovely. Oh, luckily for them, they need to still do the clock, but they were able to avoid it with the home dash cancel and get a DP punish. That was nice.
Yeah, this is the kind of hit that you need if you're Sonic-kun right now. Good tech on the throw, just trying to avoid the 9-6 here, using the only bar that he has on deck in order to do so as well. Just forced to play so much defense. Oh, what an anticlimactic way to go out.
Oh, very nice plays. Yeah, Sonic-kun usually does that. They were ready for it. It was like frame when they reacted to it. Yeah, very anticlimactic. It's still not over yet though. It's still a chance. Sonic-kun has recovered from worse matches. But yeah, it's still like a lot to work.
I mean, you said it earlier, if Sonic-kun's probably one of the few players in the entire scene that could probably do this right now. Which is why that we've seen this grand final so often. But I don't know, man. I feel like mental goes into a lot of these things, and while Sodi's probably not fucked up, he's definitely thinking like, man, this is definitely rough. Oh man, and dropping a confirm like that is definitely not a good way to start it, but what a weird stabilization. This is a good start.
Yeah, tough beginning, but in the end, like Sonic-kun adapted to the fuck up, and they were able to make it something beautiful.
Oh, the confirm? Damn, nice shot. Dead character? Yeah, no, it wasn't quite the character we thought was gonna die, but dead nonetheless, and now we don't have to spend meter for it.
Oh, that's lovely JP hitting from the other side. And that's a character. Wow, that was very decisive. Oh, very well done for Sonic. Now there are both tied. Oh, this is getting very, very exciting.
That was the exact kind of game you need if you're Sonic-kun in this moment. Like, you've already lost 5 games. You did have one on the board, but it was definitely a bit more of a slobber knocker than anything else so far. So being able to come back so decisively within that next game just it feels like it gives you the momentum and the second win that you might need in this moment. And this is going to be the one that decides it. Game 8, I believe, because Sony got 3-0'd first set. Yeah, game 8.
Show me your dreams.
Oh man, I'm getting good. I'm very nervous. This kind of like pretty much tournament points. Let's see if Sonic is able to still has some of that of the last match. But right now it's looking very, very excited, especially with these unblockable.
Yeah, it's such a volatile matchup to be forced to play into. Good block on the cross-up there, but we are going to be using the homing to our advantage here. Going to be able to not quite carry to the other corner, but we are going to be able to get a nice little pickup here. Tried to get something else with the JA, but a good confirm on Ryazo's part into the instant overhead setup, and this is going to be quite a bit of damage into the slightly healthier character.
Oh wow, we're trying to avoid it. Oh wow, not being that close to Yumi, but that was gonna be a Sonic. Right now, all the corner, yeah, active up to avoid having hard on field anymore. They're very low on health. Not looking still good for Sonic. There are a lot of core hits, but right now that 5 actually was able to get a lot of it.
Yeah, forced to confirm into the super here to not allow any sort of meaningful situation to go off. What a fucking JV! Can we talk about how far that hit 9? Like, Jesus Christ, that might have saved the entire game. I can't even front. But if we're gonna be getting caught trying to jump and losing the character that ultimately made all of this possible, I'm not sure if we can continue to say that.
Yeah, and there's no point in bursting from they need to preserve as much life as possible. Sonic has done impossible things with S before, but with that much to work with, it feels very, very, very like a slim chance to happen. Right now, Ryazu is playing passively because, yeah, he has all the matches in the world. Why, you know, the approach?
Yeah, tried to whiff punish the 5 guy. Oh, huh?
Wow.
That had me
That was
resent it. Being blessed by the gods right now, given a second chance, Sony-kun still in this game. Rampage time on the board right now.
How did
Fantastic block!
Oh no!
It didn't quite matter, unfortunately. Ryazu, from potentially dropping the set on his birthday, being able to clutch it out, and that is going to be the set for the final game of WNF for the week. Wednesday Night Fights is coming to a close, and your winner is Ryazu GT. On his birthday, no less.
Birthday privilege, as always, for the win. Oh man, what a set. I now need to sit down.